minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish,
keep
guys.
all the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys. Good evening, lovely people. I hope you're well and welcome to another Rival Watching Kop-Ish Call-in. You are joined by Team Kopish, myself, Drifter will be in shortly. Matt won't be able to make the show tonight. First and foremost, as always, guys, please do smash the like button. Hope you're all well. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. Right, people. So, as you'd have seen from the thumbnail, the question that was asked was, are Liverpool favourites for the Champions League? So, Liverpool have qualified from the Champions League group stage. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the quickest we've done it. So, 4 games in, maximum points, 12 points, and we're through. Like, from a group of death, as many people called it. We had Porto, AC Milan and Atletico Madrid, and we got through unscathed so far. No losses, no draws, all wins. 12 points on the board. Many people have started asking the question saying, right, in the league, we're second at the moment. Haven't lost a game, but are starting to mirror sort of what happened in the 18-19 season, whereby we were getting a load of draws, but not really picking up the wins. And obviously, we lost out on the league by a point. This time, it seems as though it's going to be between us and Chelsea and City. Man United don't look as though they'll be able to keep up with us. However, people are starting to speak about Champions League and they're starting to say, well, Liverpool's sort of starting 11/12-13, probably the best in Europe. And on their day, they can beat anyone, as we've seen and shown over the last few years. However, the question has now become, are Liverpool the new favourites? Now, you've obviously got Man City in there, but however, Man City have kind of faltered in the Champions League. PSG, again, another big name, always kind of falling at the final hurdle. Chelsea, the current champions, many people are speaking about them, saying they're going to be a difficult outfit to sort of take apart this season. They're obviously doing really well in the Premier League, plus they are without Lukaku. Pulisic, I think, is on his way back as well soon. So, again, even more strength in depth for them. Then you've got Bayern Munich, the winners of the season before. And then you've got us. So to answer the question, from my opinion, and again, obviously, guys in the comments do chime in, I think we are one of the favourites, but I don't think we are the favourites. And I say that because strength in depth. I think we've got a fantastic team in knockout competitions. Klopp has shown he's absolutely phenomenal. But some of other teams, Chelsea and Bayern for me are the favourites. Chelsea and us, I'd probably say, are second favourites. And then City after that, along with PSG. I think you've got a couple of tiers. I think Bayern sort of stand by themselves. Then I think you've got Chelsea and Liverpool in the next tier down. And then I think you've got PSG and Man City in a tier below that. And then you kind of got the rest of the teams. I think Bayern Munich are going to be very difficult to stop. And again, I know people turn and say, well, PSG knocked them out last season. They did. But if we actually go back and we unpack what actually happened over those 2 legs, Bayern lost quite a lot of players to injury and COVID, etc. So, again, not to make excuses for them, but PSG were at their best and Bayern were kind of depleted. I think both teams at their full strength, I think Bayern absolutely dismantled PSG. And I think, again, with PSG, they've got the star names. And Pochettino was even alluding to this in a press conference he did recently. He was speaking about the need to be more tactically fluid. And he's even now thinking about switching to a back three or sort of switching between the two formations, because he's got to find a way to fit all the superstars in, keep everyone happy, but also get the wins on the pitch as well. It's not an easy formula. Now, in the league, I think they'll run away with the league because they have far and away the best team, the best squad. So I don't think that's an issue. The Champions League, we've seen it. We've seen it season after season after season. They get unstuck against teams who are used to going up against high-level competition. Now, they do have the X factor this time of Lionel Messi. Even though he's not performing at his best, we all know, especially as Liverpool fans, if he turns it on, not many people that can really cope with him. He is that damn good. Obviously, one of my favorite players. I think he's the best attacking player of all time. He is phenomenal. But at the same time, if they can't fit him in or he's not working in the system, you can be as great as you are, you'll come unstuck against teams like Liverpool, teams like Chelsea, and teams like Bayern Munich, who have systems and players good enough to deal with special players and players they can go and damage other teams. So I think it will be very interesting to see how it all goes and how the Champions League pans out. As I said, I'm extremely, extremely happy that we've qualified. What I now want to see is how we rotate in those last two Champions League games. Because again, what I want to see are players like your Joe Gomez, your players like your Tsimikas, even though I think Tsimikas will hopefully start over the weekend against West Ham. Players like your Nico Williams, your Kelleher's. For me, not only have you qualified, but if I'm not mistaken, the group is won as well. So we've already won the group. If the group ends tomorrow, the group is won. Whereas last season, when we had to play Midtjylland, the group wasn't won, and I believe Klopp wanted to win the group. For me, there are no excuses this time for Mr. Jurgen Klopp not to rotate. Shout out to Demo Dre, Nat Phillips, Taki Minamino, Origi, Tyler Morton. Give these boys some minutes. It could come in very handy for us as the season progresses. If they get minutes now and they get some rhythm, they get some confidence, they could become the squad players that we didn't think we had. And again, going against AC Milan in the Champions League, going against Porto in the Champions League, you have to go for it. Shout out to Sean here. Klopp said after the Atleti game, we get money for winning Champions League games, so we'll have a strong team to win. See, again, this is where, as a fan, rightly or wrongly, I'm going to criticize that statement, because the main intention is to win the group, keep players fit, give other players a chance, and then expand your squad and see what you've got to play with. We cannot sit here, and this is to Klopp as well, we can't sit here and moan if things start going left when it comes to injuries, and then we look at these players and they're not match fit and not match ready when we could have given them game time. And again, we probably get maybe $1 million max for winning a game. With all due respect, I think we could do without the $1 million if it means just helping the rest of the players get some game time. Like, if you were to field a team of Nico Williams, Konate, Gomez, Tsimikas or Robbo at left back, Kelleher in goal, Morton, Ox, Keita in midfield, Minamino, Origi, and Kai Gordon, I don't see an issue with that. You go and give them some minutes, you see what they can do, and then you go from there. Jamrock says that's not what he meant by what people are thinking. Or what you think he meant then, Jamrock. Apparently it's 2.5 million win, so 5 million is the most we'll get from it. Again, with all due respect, I think we should be able to live without 5 million. If we get it as a bonus, I think we should be able to live without 5 million if it means for the rest of the season we have a better squad and we have fresher people going into the back end of and the business end of the season. Don't know how much of that you caught, Drift, but I don't know what your thoughts are on it.
No, I caught the whole amount. I was in the background, so I heard it, and it was a point that I was going to make. So the viewer was bang on the money. The way Klopp said it, that's why I'm kind of interested to see what Jamrock, his interpretation of it is, because the way he said it, the way Klopp said it, he literally meant it how it sounded. I don't think there's any other way to interpret it. He went, well, this must be a brilliant feeling because you can rotate players now. You can take time off the busy schedule that you normally have in December won't be so busy now. And the first thing Klopp said well, no, because you win money for every Champions League game you win. Straight away, it was the first thing he said. That's almost like if I turned around to you, Cal, and said, do you know what, bro? It's actually a kind of like a gangster thing that you won £200 on that scratch card the other day. Like now you can like go and buy that exercise machine you've been looking at, and straight away you go, oh no, I've got bills to pay, bro. Like if the first thing you say is you've got bills to pay, you're already being tight to yourself or whatever the situation is, and you're already thinking about money rather than fun. At no point did you think about fun when you won that money. Straight away you just thought, oh, that electric bill I had, rah, rah, rah. So as Klopp said, we got bills to pay. He said it on numerous occasions a few years ago. We got bills to pay. So now they're thinking that 5 million if we win the group, that's an extra 5 million, whatever the fuck FSG won't cover or whatever it is, transfers, whatever it is that maybe we might need future money, most contract, whatever it is. All they're doing is they're thinking about that. And he's going to piss us off. He's going to play big boys in games we don't even need to play. We could actually forfeit the games. We've won the group so easily. I think we're still about 2 or 3 points ahead of everyone, even if we lose both games and they win their games.
Because Athletic are on 4 points. I think the others are on 4 or 5 as well, right?
I think Atletico were on...
They're on 4 because they've won 1 and drawn 1. And they've lost 2 to us.
Well, then I think there was a team that was on 6 points. Was there a team that was on 6 points?
If there's a team on 6 points, that'd have been Porto. Did Porto beat AC Milan the other day?
I think they've beaten AC Milan twice, Porto. No, they drew, didn't they? It was 1-1. You might be right. Maybe it's 5-5-1, and then we've got 12. You might even be right, bro, to be fair.
Yeah. So even if they both, let's say one of the other 2 teams gets 2 wins, they'll be on 11 points. We still qualify as 12.
Oh, no, I know we've won the group. We've 100% won the group. But I'm even thinking there even might be a 2 or 3 point gap, even if we lost both and the closest team won. Like, that's how much we're ahead. It ain't even like level on points or goal difference or whatever. It will actually be like we're still a few points ahead, even if we lost both games. So why on earth would you do... And do you know what, bro? This is when I know that we don't learn up from our mistakes and why we just always think about money rather than player safety or the good of the cause. We went to Midtjylland last year, didn't need to win a game. It was a game off, didn't need to play big players, played Mo for 90 minutes. Jota got an injury that completely disrupted our season. We were already injury depleted at that time, and he still went and played those players for no reason, which we now know is blatantly the money. 100,000% it was the money, because Klopp blatantly gave it away when he said what he said the other day. So we just went to try and go win money against Midtjylland. We got that injury, totally derailed the season because Jota was the only one scoring. He got the injury, he was out, derailed the whole thing, gave us that mad part of the year that we can't even believe happened in January and February where we're losing games or whatever. And then the following year, we're going to go and make the same mistake again for no reason. I mean, come on, man. Come on, man.
Here's where I stand on it. Because I can't imagine, and again, I'm obviously clutching at straws here because I don't know, like, I don't have the actual facts. I can't imagine for the life of me FSG going, Klopp, no, you've got to play this team because we need this money. Surely not.
I can. 100%.
But if that's the case, surely Klopp turns around and says, well, my aim here is to win trophies, and in order for me to win trophies, I want to keep my best players as fresh as possible. I'm going to play who I'm going to play, surely. But
Klopp's aims and Liverpool's aims aren't the same thing. And that's where I think there's a tiny part of Klopp that's a yes man. But obviously, I believe he does stand strong on his own shoulders in what he believes in, but he is a little bit of a yes man because he's a nice person. So he won't do a Mourinho or a Conte and throw his toys out the pram because you haven't given him what he wants. Because if we're being honest, that's very childish as well. Sometimes it is good to know who your employer is, and it shows the maturity in Klopp that he just knows what he's working with and he deals with it, whether there's a few bits that mess with his principles or whatever, and it doesn't make him look crazy in these streets. like how a Conte Marino does, who throws their toys out the pram and just starts going on a, do you know what I mean, on a rampage if he doesn't get what he wants. But I just think his Klopp knowing his, like I used to make the jokes back in the day. If you knew what your mum was like, you didn't even ask if you could have those trainers. You wanted them, but you didn't ask. Everyone else at school's got them, but you don't ask because you know your parents and you know what they're going to say. Bro, Klopp wants to win. FSG don't. FSG don't want to win. I think we all need to come to terms with it. They like winning if it happens, but bro, they just want the books balanced and they want as much money made as possible. They don't care if we win, bro. Top 4 and whatever is all they care about. They don't care if we win, bro. They don't. If they cared if we won, Cal, they wouldn't have made Klopp wait 31 days for a defender in January.
No. Oh, no. You don't have to convince me on that bit, but surely there's got to be a point where Klopp turns around and says, right, you guys are the owners, fair enough, but I'm an expert at what I'm doing here. And I think we've all faced that in the workplace. Like, there's been times where you're in your role and your boss might be saying this, but you turn around and you have to kind of be like, with all due respect, I know you're my superior, but you've employed me for a reason because you see me as the expert in this field. Can I do what I'm an expert in? Surely.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But otherwise, I still think if your employer turns around and goes, look, you know the drill.
Yeah, I suppose. Let me get through some of these comments. Does professional integrity come into it as we play a strong team for Porto? Atletico still in it for second place, or who cares? We did our job. First and foremost, shout out to Dave's LFC chats. Go and follow him on social media and Dave, on YouTube as well. I'll be honest, Dave. This is hopefully not coming across as rude to you. I don't care about the other teams. They're in the position they're in. We won our games. We get to do what we want. But even if we were to name a team of Kelleher, Gomez, Konate, Tsimikas, Ox, Cater or Jones, Minamino, Origi, and Gordon, with all due respect to the other teams, I think that is a strong enough team to go and get potentially a result. So I don't think we'll be disrespecting the competition. I think that's a good enough team to turn around. Like, if Klopp was just playing under 18s, then you could be like, oh, Klopp kind of taking a mick here. But some of the players I've named there, they've all got Champions League experience. So I don't see what the issue is. Again, my only priority is Liverpool. I don't really care what people really say about us. I just care about Liverpool and us wanting to win trophies. Genie Houdini says, fellas, name your favorite current player and your favorite goal celebration for them. For me, it's Firmino in the celebration after the PSG winner. What's yours, Drift?
Mane and I used to love when him and Bobby would copy each other. Funny enough, when I watched the interview with him, he actually said a lot of the celebrations they would come up with together, or some of them were actually his, and then they'd be like, whoever scores first does it. And then that's why you see them doing it together. And then a lot of people would always think it was him copying Firmino, but sometimes it was actually Firmino copying him. But I used to love that little camaraderie they had where they used to like copy each other, do like the roundhouse kicks and the dancing and all that. Yeah, I used to love all that. Like, I really. Do you remember the other day when Firmino scored and then he was doing like the Ole? And then and man, like, all that thing, like they know all that stuff. They've got all that like stuff from like training and all that. So yeah.
For me, it's probably Firmino, and when he scored against Man City when we beat them 4-3, I think it was a 17-18 season. Ripped off the top and then asked the cop if I can't hear you. Like that for me sends little goosebumps still. That was a big
Firmino's got the best celebrations in football.
Oh, 100%.
Without a shadow of a doubt. Without an absolute shadow of a doubt. His variation and his imagination in goal celebrations is sensational. Like, it is.
Nah, he's the best. Ash says, despite what Klopp said, still think he will play something like Kelleher, Nico, Ibu, Gomez, Tsimikas, Milner, Thiago, depending on fitness, Jones, Taki, Origi, and a youngster. I hope so, Ash. And that's what I would do. Jamrock says, I thought the same thing initially, and then he said, crowd is coming from halfway around the world, and then we give them half-cooked games. Watch it. And Jamrock's also said he's put the link for the Klopp video in the chat. Again, if Klopp's saying that, I get where he's coming from. But at the same time, as a Liverpool fan, we should be able to understand and we need to realize it's not about us, it's about the team. Like, yes, we are fans and they do it for us, but ultimately the aim is to win trophies. So if Klopp's trying to please me because I'm traveling from, I don't know, halfway across the world, and you play Salah and Salah gets an injury in a nothing game, then as a fan, I'm even more upset because I've come over, I've seen Salah get injured, and I'm going to not be seeing him potentially for a long period in the season, which derails our season, gives us less chance of winning trophies. Plus, as the offensive defenders just said, which I was going to say, there's no point of having squad depth then. You might as well just have 11 players if that's the case. So, Rahil says, what's the bet we play stronger team in the Champions League and weak team in the League Cup versus Leicester? That would prove it's all about money and not winning.
100%.
Yeah.
We're in a quarterfinal now.
Yeah.
Imagine, Cal. Imagine we watch a stronger team in a game that actually means nothing. When I mean nothing, I mean nothing. Yeah, the people going, because don't get me wrong, I get that point about if you travel as a fan, maybe you would. But if you're a real fan, you would get why Kelleher was in goal. Yeah. You might be a bit disappointed it's your only chance to go and watch Alisson and he's not playing. I would get that. Yeah. But you would be like, no, but I get it. And you still want to see Kelleher. Because if you're a real fan, you'd be like, right, that's our youth player. Come, let's go watch Kelleher. Yeah. Because we all sit here right now, we know Gordon and all these, man, bro, we love watching these kids, man. We want to watch them come, you know what I mean, become a part of the first team. Yeah, I'd rather see Flacco playing, of course I would. Yeah, I'd rather see Mo playing, of course I would. But if our youth players are playing in there, I'm all good with it, bro.
Precisely.
If we play a stronger team in the Champions League than the League Cup, we're in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
We're 2 or 3 games away. I don't know if it's still 2 legs for the semis or whatever.
Yeah, it's still,
We're 2 or 3 games away from a trophy now. A trophy that we haven't won for God knows how long because we never take domestic cups seriously.
2012, it'll be 10 years.
2 or 3 games away from winning a trophy, and Leicester are actually a good team, which means you can't take them lightly as well. We're not going in and playing Preston again or whatever, and it's like, well, you can put a weak team out and hope a shock doesn't happen. Leicester are a very good team, one of the best teams in the country, and they're going to probably go hard because Brendan Rodgers does want trophies, and he'll look at that as one of the only trophies he can win. Do you get what I mean? They're going to go hard. If we don't go hard, we go out. He is guaranteeing putting out a harder team for the Champions League game. Watch, I guarantee you.
We'll see. Akash says, if Bobby picks up another knock during AFCON, we have a front three of Taki, Origi, and Jota. We have a paper thin squad, not good enough to win any major trophy. Interesting point. Jamrock says, I disagree. If I'm coming from the US to watch Liverpool, I want to watch Liverpool's top players, not Nico Kelleher. I just spent 900 on air tickets, GM tickets, game tickets. Jamrock, I fully get you. But again, I hope this doesn't come across as disrespectful because everyone here knows I've got the utmost respect for non-English fans, especially of Liverpool. But the club cannot cater for personal individuals who are fans. The club, their aim is to win trophies. And look, if I go to a game and I want to see Salah and Firmino, Mane and Jota and all these players, but I don't get to see them and I see other players, and then ultimately at the end of the season, we win a trophy, then that's, for me, more important than me saying, yeah, I went down there and I saw Salah play, and then at the end of the season, we have nothing to show for it. Like, I'm in this to win trophies. I want to be linking up with everyone in Liverpool, doing a bus tour and everyone drinking, and I'm drinking my apple juice, and that's what I want to be on. I'm here for trophies. Like, call me greedy, call me a fantasist, whatever. I want trophies as a Liverpool fan. I do, and I need it. So,
and you know what? Again, like, it's one of those ones where if you know that might be the case, obviously we want the team to have away support and all that. Of course we do. But if we know that might be the case, pick another game. And again, not in a disrespectful or rude, I'm saying because maybe time and all that, but maybe try and pick another game to go and watch. If you know that game will be the game where the youth players will be out, because we kind of know that might be what happens in advance. Do you know what I mean? So it's one of them ones. Milan is the away game, right?
Yeah.
So maybe try and pick I don't know, like when we go into the knockout stage, maybe pick one of those games or something like that. You know what I mean? It's a mad one, but the team can't be picking players just so a fan doesn't go home annoyed. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? Because I think we'd be more annoyed if Mo got injured in the game and was out for the rest of the season or something like what Cal said, rather than, do you get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's too many people, too many individuals to please.
Indeed. Couple super chats. So Rahil says, imagine FSG gave Klopp the bare minimum, a forward and a midfielder. We literally are winning at least a double. So close to perfection, but FSG tax, lads. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Jamrock said that's not catering. Sorry, 1000% disagree with you. Again, Jamrock, that's fair enough. If you can, obviously, Jamrock, I know your work schedule and stuff. Jump on the call and we can chop it up. But I'll be honest, like the priority for me is the club and the players. They're like, it just is, man. Like, I get where you're coming from. You want to see it, but if it's at the result of one of our main players getting injured in it, derailing our season, then I'd rather not. Pete Al says, during the AFCON, I want to see Gordon. And who had a cleaner strike, Matt Letizia, Ronaldo, or Gerrard?
That's a tough one.
Blimey.
Gerrard
I plead
had the better strike from distance. That's all I'll say.
Letizia, bruv.
I know, but Gerrard did it more frequently. That's the only reason
Letizia
why.
was in a rubbish team, though.
Man,
I can't call it. I'm not even trying to sit on the fence with that one. I genuinely can't call it. Troy M says, I'm opposite. If I travel from the US, I would be way more upset if one of our stronger team, if we played our stronger team and got a major injury. So again, it depends where you sit on it, to be honest.
Well, that is literally the actual same scenario as Jammer, but just he would feel the other way around. Because if he's traveling from America, it's obviously the same, similar distance, depending on what state you're from. And as Troy said, he'd be really annoyed if Mo played in a game he didn't need to, and he got injured, or any of the players did. You know what I mean? It's almost a little bit selfish as the fan, obviously. And I'm not saying Jamrock is selfish, but it's obviously a little bit selfish of the fan to expect that because they've come to the game. All the best players should just be in the pitch because they've come. It's like, well, boy, if Salah needs a night off, he needs a night off, man.
Yeah, agreed. Mr. Dare I say, it says, deep it, guys. We're literally sell to buy. Yeah, we are. Been
that way for a while.
Winnerpool says, James Redmond versus KG. United fan claims Ronaldo is better than Salah. I agree to disagree from Lad Bible. I'm definitely going to be watching that. I
saw that pop up on the thing.
Yeah, I've got on my list of things to watch. Shout out to James Redmond as always, and shout out to KG as well. I'm still trying to tie up KG to that Liverpool contract, but it's not happened just yet. But just stay tight. We're working on something. Demo Dre 9 says, everyone ain't like Jamrock though, and that's why fans are diverse. I'd pay 900 to watch Nat more and the Nico then play. It's a preference, and that's just me. That's fair enough as well. That is fair enough. Yeah. And you're right. The diversity in the fan, that's why we're, in my opinion, the best supported club in the world.
I'm not even gonna lie. I think Demo would pay £900 to watch the under-23.
Yeah, so do I.
I think Demo actually gets more of a kick out of watching the youth develop, which I rate.
I think he
does. Because I've never known anyone who actually knows our youth team like Demo knows it. I'm not even gonna lie.
For real. Before we go any further, guys, just want to shout out to our sponsors, FansBet people. If you want to know more about FansBet, click the link in our YouTube description. They are a sponsor for the Friday night Rival Watch and Kopish Kall-in show. They are our great sponsors. Not only are they a betting company, they're a betting company that gives back as well. So you can also sponsor a charity. We sponsor the Marina Dalglish Foundation, which again is something that we believe quite strongly in as well. But they have a special deal at the moment. So, guys, you have a chance to win £50,000. That is £50,000. You have to just go on the website, correctly predict the outcomes from this weekend's Premier League fixtures in a free-to-play game. That's right, a free-to-play game for the chance to win £50,000. Obviously, guys, you must be over 18 years old. You must have a verified account to play, and please play responsibly, people. Please play responsibly. So make sure you check out FansBet, one of the great sponsors that we have been able to work with and are a current sponsor of ours. So make sure you check them out, people.
Definitely. Get over to our socials as well, guys. On Twitter right now, we've got a special Liverpool bet for Sunday's game. So go and check that out as well, man. Got some great odds on some of the betting.
Indeed, indeed. All right. Now we've spoken about that. Got a super chat here. Ash said, rumor is Big Mike Edwards FaceTime Eddie Howe smoking a Cuban cigar, big pimping blast insane. So Eddie, let's talk business. We got Nico, we got Nat, we got an Ox. Talk to me, Eddie boy. Let's do business. I'm not gonna lie, if them Newcastle owners know their stuff, they ain't gonna let Eddie Howe anywhere near Michael Edwards. They ain't gonna let him anywhere near. Troy M says, is this Origi Tony swap rumor credible? Nah, I doubt it.
Better not be.
I doubt it. I can't see Origi wanting to go to Brentford. Can't see it. Flintoff says, evening lads, missed the Atletico stream, but big up Matt and Drift on the Don Robbie watch along. Indeed. 25 games unbeaten, rated start of the season out of 10.
I thought it was 27. Is it 25? I thought it was 27.
Not
but
sure.
Yeah.
For me, it's a 9 out of 10.
8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, for me, if we had beaten, I'm all right. In hindsight, I'm okay drawing with City and Chelsea because they're two of the best teams on the planet. It's the Brentford draw that irks me.
The Brighton one.
The Brighton as well.
Yeah, that's why I'm giving it an 8.5 because I can't give a 9 with that Brighton draw.
For me, it's a 9 because 2 draws that we shouldn't have had out of how many games we've played so far this season. I can't complain with that. We've done really well in the League Cup up until now, smashed it in the Champions League, and we're unbeaten in the Premier League. We just, in my opinion, should be top because we should have beaten Brighton and we should have beaten Brentford. So 9 out of 10 for me. But 8.5 is also fair in my opinion. All right. So guys, this evening, when we bring you guys in, I'm going to give you a minute and a half to say what you've got to say. And then me and Drift will have a minute to either answer or speak about what you guys have discussed. So again, guys, you don't have to come on with a ready-made question. If you do, fantastic. But if you just want to come in for a minute and a half and say what you've got to say, that's completely fine too. So we're going to open the phone line shortly. But again, guys, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new as well. So the link is out. Come join us, people. Come and join us. Drift, just on a random, what game do you sort of think, apart from our game, what game are you most looking forward to this weekend? Or do you think will be
I'm
the
not
best
looking
game?
forward to our game at all, bro.
I am.
Nah, West Ham scare me still.
I'm looking forward to it.
I mean, obviously, I look forward to always watching my team, but I'm. This is one of the most worried I've been. I think I'm almost as worried as I was in the City game because I just feel like the clash of styles West Ham are going to get at us. I'm a bit worried about that game. I'm not even going to lie.
We need these tests though to see where we're at.
I can't enjoy the Manchester derby because I don't want Ollie to go.
Yeah.
If I knew I could watch that game and if Man United lose, Ollie won't lose his job, then I could enjoy that game. But I don't want Ollie to go. It kind of takes away the joy of the Manchester derby because I think he will go if they lose this one. I don't think they'll keep him with. Not even just heavy, but if they lose to Liverpool and the Manchester derby in the space of a fortnight, I think the pressure will just be too much for him to keep his job, bro. I don't know.
I don't think so. I reckon he'll be all right. But if they get battered, if they take a hiding like they did against us, then yeah, he's gone. Can't have that.
Yeah. I got a feeling they're gonna win the game, but yeah. What game am I looking forward to? I guess it probably is a Manchester derby, but Leeds and Leicester, Leeds need to win, man.
Yeah, big up KG.
That game should be tasty. We need KG on the show, man. Can't have been relegated. Come
For
on,
real,
Lee, man.
for
Be able
real.
to pull your finger out your ass, mate.
Aldi and that Ronaldo says, what do you think about Gaethje and Chandler trying to take Islam out of the conversation for a title shot? They know what you think about Islam now. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Islam's Makhachev is excellent, but for me, he should be nowhere near a title shot yet. Like, he's only beaten one fighter in the top 10. That for me doesn't get you a title shot. Like, he's being spoken about as getting a title shot because of the Khabib stuff. But if you actually look on merit, he shouldn't be getting a title shot now, in my humble opinion. Don't know what you think, Drew.
I think what you're saying is bang on the money, but I've also watched Dana White give people that have had less
he will get a title
impressive wins.
Yeah.
I've seen people be offered things they shouldn't have with less credit in the bank than Islam has.
Yeah.
And I personally think he will destroy everyone in the division, bar possibly the champion. I'm not gonna lie, I do see him smoking them all. I do. Like, I don't know, that the guy feels invincible at the moment. Maybe I need to watch him take an L before I get that feeling of, oh, okay, there it goes. But he feels like Khabib, where I just feel like I don't think anybody can beat him.
Yeah, I disagree, man. I disagree.
No, that's fair enough.
Jeannie Houdini says, who would you feel more confident beating in the Champions League final? Man City or Bayern? Man City.
Oh, there's only so many times Pep can fail before he's got a win, though.
No, I hear, but
low of averages.
I hear that, but in terms of, like, Pep is always, like, especially against us, I think Pep would think a lot about the game, and he would do something to try and throw a curveball, and I think he would just come back to bite him. Whereas Bayern, you know what you're getting with Bayern. Regardless of who they play, you know what you're getting with Bayern.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one.
But I'll be honest with you, I want us to play Bayern at some point, because I do want us to play against the best. I want to see where we're at. I want to see where we're at. There's no point being in football if we can't play the best, man.
I know, but we always do it the hard way. I'd love an easy route. I'd love an easy route, bro. We've got plenty of those victories against the big boys in the memory bank, bro. I'd love an easy route. I want to win a cup like City where it's just easy, bro. You know what I mean?
Fair dues. Streets Approved Thames says, how does the start of this season compare to 1920? 1920 was different. We won every game in 1920. So this, nothing for me tops the start that we had to.
No, we did. We drew with Man United, remember?
Yeah, but that was quite a distance in, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was about the same amount we played now. I don't think it was any further than what we've played now, I don't think.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, this is the 11th game. I'm sure we'd played Man United by then.
I don't think we had.
I'm sure we had.
Either way, we'd won every other game, though, innit? We're top of the league by a distance. So
yeah.
Nothing for me so far has topped. Like,
right, you got a hunter trying to catch the foxes in the garden.
Pop Khan. No, I'm not. I don't know who's busting fireworks. It is Guy Fawkes tonight, though, isn't it? So,
oh yeah. That literally sounds like someone's busting shots in your back.
I know.
I thought one of those. I was trying to remember the name of the farmers in Fantastic Mr. Foot. Thought one of them man there was coming.
Shaka A says, big up to the Kopish community. Smash the likes. Indeed, please, people. Smash the likes and big up to yourself, Shaka. Ash said the UFC press conference was electric. The whole thing was fire. UFC just need to do it different to boxing right now. Colby upset, Rose win, and Gaethje first round. Interesting.
Colby upset, yeah. You know, somebody, I can't remember who it was earlier on, was saying that they think Gaethje would light up Islam. I actually think Gaethje's the one that would be the easiest for Islam, because I watched how much he struggled with Khabib.
Yeah, but Makhachev is not Khabib.
But he's got very, very similar, like, smothering style, though, bro.
And the fact that he's a southpaw, I think probably plays into Gaethje's hands a bit better. And
I would want Gaethje to win, because you know Gaethje's my guy. But I think...
Even Khabib said it. Khabib said he was 1 or 2 leg kicks away from losing that fight against Gaethje. Like,
is that what Khabib said?
Yeah, but he said no.
Are you sure it wasn't just humoring him? Because that was the easiest I've ever seen Khabib win a title defense, bro. That was what was more upsetting about it.
Bruv, to think that Khabib as well has been like the hardest puncher I've ever been in there is Gaethje. Like, he's not the only person that said that, bro. Gaethje looks like he hits like a truck.
Well, right, you know what? Habib's got the best poker face in the history of the sport.
Yeah.
The way he was taking those punches is like it wasn't doing anything to him, bro.
But remember, that's Khabib's thing, innit? Remember, against Edson Barboza was whacking Khabib to the body with kicks, and Khabib was just walking through him. He said after it, he's like, yeah, those kicks were no joke. But it hurt.
No, I'm not gonna lie. He made Barboza look like a child.
Probably made him look basic. They look basic, yeah. Khabib's different, man. Khabib's a different animal. Like something we've never seen like at lightweight before, and I don't know if we'll ever see something like that at lightweight again. But let's get the callers on. First and foremost, Jamrock, welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, what up?
Not too bad, my brother. How you doing?
Not much, man. I'm not even gonna get into the whole game versus non-game thing.
No problem.
One of the things I wanted to talk about is, do you think we are lacking killer instinct? And I brought it up the other day after the Atletico Madrid game, and specifically for Drifted, and if Matt was here, Matt as well. And the reason why I said that is, didn't you guys notice how casually we started, passing the ball after we kind of took our foot off the gas, and Virgil gave that free kick? Well, it was not Virgil, it was actually Matip. But Virgil gave the ball away, and Matip had to foul. That could have easily been a red card. You don't think we're lacking?
When Matip fouled him on the edge of the box, you mean?
Yeah, because of Virgil's lazy pass.
I can't actually remember the pass, if I'm being honest. But
I think Virgil was trying to pass to Trent, and it was a lazy pass, and it got picked off. And then the forward was running down.
I think I remember. Yeah, I think I remember.
I'm just saying that could have easily been a red card. I just think whenever we get we gotta drill teams into the ground and kill even their will to compete.
No, I fully agree.
I agree with that.
I fully agree. It's one of the things that annoys me a little bit. The Man U game I understood, because obviously our players were getting kicked about and we didn't want any more bad tackles and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Other games I've seen it where we're up and we just play within ourselves.
Right.
We treat it like a training game where I'm just like, go and get more goals. You never know. This season of any could come down to goal difference. Go and get some more goals. Go and get your morale up.
And before I head out, not just that, sometimes it's hard to kind of take your foot off the pedal and then put it back on the pedal.
Yeah.
Right? That's one thing. And then the other thing is, remember, guys, a draw is statistically the worst result in football.
Yeah, it is.
It's better for you over a 7-game stretch to have 3 victories and 4 losses than to have 7 draws.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've always said that.
And that's what cost us in 18-19, as you said as well, Jamrock.
Absolutely. Without a mouth, fellas. Nice talking to you again.
Bless you, brother.
Yeah, bless us always, bro.
All right, man.
Take
Big
care.
up. All right, so just to chop up the draw thing, because obviously that's the last thing that was fresh. Yeah. In my opinion, that's pride, and it's for the fan, the draw. Because as a proud man, you don't want to ever have somebody be able to say you lost at whatever it is. Sport, life, a bet, a card game, whatever it is, you don't want to say you lost. So it's more of a pride thing. And as a fan, especially if we're playing a rival, you don't want anyone to have anyone one up on you. So a draw is always the best way to neutralize, oh, well, you can't talk shit to me and I can't talk shit to you, innit? We just down the middle, it's a draw. But I think that is just like the ego kind of thing that's kicking in, because it's actually right. If someone said you're going to win, lose, yeah, and then you're going to end up with 9 points, or you're going to draw, as Jamrock just said, and then get 6 points, everybody's going to go, oh, well, who do we lose to? And if someone went, oh, it'll be City, it'll be Arsenal, and it'll be United, you go, oh, no, fuck that, I want the draws. Because you're straight away, your pride's going to kick in and you're going to go, I don't want Man U fans gloating, I don't want Arsenal fans gloating, rare. But then as Jamrock said as well, but if you look at the league table afterwards, 3 wins, you extra 3 points.
Yeah.
So, like, why would you let the pride get in the way? Wouldn't you want the more points? Isn't the goal at the end how many points you get in total, not who you beat along the way? You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, it's true. Nisa says, "Hey lads, it's 7:40 a.m. here in New Zealand. Just got home for a big night on the P. Nothing beats getting into bed and watching a bit of Team Kopish. Big up, Nisa. I'm not gonna lie. If I was getting in at 7:40 from being out and drinking, I wouldn't be watching anything. I'd be watching the back of my eyelids right now. So thank you so much for joining us, Nisa.
I wouldn't be watching. I'll be listening to.
Yeah, I'd be in a
shout all the people who've come home drunk. I know, Cal, you won't.
Yeah, I don't.
You're a sensible guy, so you've never come home with that. But when you've been in a nightclub and you're drunk and that eardrum like it's just been beaten up by the beat for like 5 hours plus the alcohol, you put your head on the pillow. And no matter what you do, bro, like, is the room spinning? It's got to be me. Is the room spinning or is it me? Yeah, that was a nuts one.
I want to experience that one day. Like,
it's fun, but it's not at the same time.
It doesn't sound fun to me, but it sounds like Tyson, bro. Gonna bring our next caller, the legend himself, Demo Dre.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Firstly, how is the thumb, bro? How is the thumb?
Well, as you can see, it's wrapped up right now. I did surgery. I've been missing a lot of Kop-Ish episodes, bro, because I've just been recovering and surgery and therapy and a lot of nonsense. But it happens when you play sports, and I play cricket, so the ball did its toll on my hand. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was going for a catch and it just messed me up. Oh. But big up to you guys. It was
from a catch.
Yeah, I was trying to take one of those spectacular catches. You know what I mean? And then I probably should. It hit the thumb. It hit the thumb straight on, and it just bent in a C like that. And I had to ask one of my teammates to just pull it at the same time, and it was a whole mess, bro. It was a mess.
Oh,
but I can move
the recovery, though, man.
This finger of mine, so it's not my middle finger, so I'm not sticking my finger up. I broke this finger. And you see, when I broke it, it dislocated as well. So this part of my finger was like that.
Yeah, that's exactly how this was.
Pop it back in, and then the next morning when I woke up, my finger was you probably see your arm would have just been black and blue, right?
Bro, it was mad, bro.
Yeah.
And the surgery was worse, but they put me out to do it. So yeah. But I just want to say, I hope my minute starts now because I got
cool. Man had to check if you was all right first.
Yeah. So my thing is obviously in relation to what Jamrock was saying about traveling, I just want to watch Liverpool play. When they came here in the States, they drove the women team bus. I didn't care. But I knew Curtis Jones was on it. I just wanted to see Curtis Jones. You know what I mean? He was out there juggling and doing warm-ups, and I was losing my mind, bro. I just want to see the youths play. But I had two things for you guys. The first one is the Tsimikas and Robertson thing. For me going forward, I think Tsimikas has earned his spot. Obviously, Robertson's the best left back in the world, but I thought that Tsimikas has benefited from an awesome preseason. He was excellent, and I think he's only carried it over into the season as we speak. And I think that he should be playing left back for maybe not all the games, but for more games going forward, right? That's the first thing. And the second thing is, I find it so weird that in the season that we played last season, all our defenders were getting injured. And now this season, all our defenders are fit and going forward. But our midfield and the forward line seems to be getting the injuries now. So you guys can look into that. I have to head back to work. Big up in the cell.
Nah, big up, man. Big up.
All right, boss. Big up.
Thank you.
Big up.
So I just read a super chat really quick. Z Gold says, do we really consider Arsenal rivals anymore?
Yeah, they'll always be rivals because of my childhood.
No, it's
regardless
more so
of where they finish in the league.
I don't think it's childhood. I think it's more the friends we have because we're London based. We've got
that's what I mean, bro. Yeah, like
okay.
Because remember, they got to rub it in my face way more growing up. You know what I mean? I barely ever got to really. I mean, other than when we won the Champions League, it was quite difficult to ever be like, "What are you talking about, bro? Well, we did this. Whereas they had a bit more that they could like put on, man, innit?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Got nothing to say, apart from videos and stuff, and kit launches. Pete Al says, "Cow, did the same thing, but I never put it back in place. So it's like, oh, that's rough.
And does that mean that Pete's got the Denzel? Because you remember when Denzel broke his hand and he used to be able to do that and his finger would just like go mad.
Oh, that's rough. Even now, like making a fist with this hand, which is the finger I broke, is a lot harder. Like I still feel a little bit of pain in the hand. That's a bit weird. But yeah, we move, man. Simo Robbo.
My knuckle and that was
that's mad. Dislocations, they say, are meant to be more painful than breaks, though, isn't it? A lot of the time.
Well, my knuckle was here.
Yeah, that's mad.
It was like, I was like, hold on, wait, what? I don't know what was going on.
Jamrock says neither United or Arsenal are rivals anymore, just City and Chelsea. Based on the league and how it's been over the last few years, I fully agree with that, to be honest.
Oh, so I'm not going to only say you're a rival if you're competing for the league.
Though. Oh, no, I don't
feel
agree.
that. I still feel that.
I see where Jamrock's coming from, but I still see Man United a rival.
I see where Jamrock's come from 100%, but Arsenal could get relegated and they're still a rival to me because they're Arsenal. Do you get what I mean? Like I don't know, there's some teams that no matter what is going on with them, they will still always be a rivalry to me. But I completely get what Jamrock's saying in terms of winning the league. If you're talking about who are the rivals and who are the people you're competing with that really matters, like what you would call a 6-pointer, then yeah, it's only City and Chelsea,
Yeah. Simicast Robbo, I'll be honest, Drift, I fully agree with Demo. Like we chopped this up in the preview. I fully agree with Demo. Like Simicast has to keep his place, not just for the sake of him, but for the sake of the squad. Because if it comes across that Klopp is going to just play his favourites regardless of performance, then there's no point of having a squad, and two, you demotivate, or the rest of the squad are just not motivated. They're just not going to want to do it.
And Cal, this is the point that I keep on trying to make with, and again, I don't want to mention him. It just came up, so that's why
Jamrock mentions this a lot as well, by the way. So
this is the reason why I talk about when people say that Origi's lazy and he lacks professionalism and all that stuff, and I'm just like, no, he's not, and no, he doesn't. But he's just blatantly watched for so many months and years now that no matter what he does, he won't play if Firmino is fit. So as you said, bro, where's the motivation? And we don't want Simicast to go down the same boat. Simicast keeps on putting these great performances, but he knows that he won't play if Robbo's fit because Robbo's a favourite. Then Simicast will lose motivation. And then we'll have another situation where we've got a great player who, when he does play, he's a bit and ahhing because, you know what I mean? It's like rare. We got to be careful with that kind of stuff. You have to know you're going to play if you play well. You do. Just how it goes, man.
Sean says, if they get relegated, we will party. We will. Jamrock says, I said perception is reality. Don't matter if real. Yeah, I hear that. Let's get the next caller in. Yeah, Manshi, welcome to the show, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You are, bro. You're in.
Hello, can you hear me, guys?
Yeah, we hear you, bro. How you doing,
bro?
First of all, I'm sorry for the controversial question last Friday about the vaccine.
No. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
And second of all, happy Diwali to everyone all over the world. And it may bring you a lot of happiness, a lot of prosperity in your life. And so, guys, my question for today is like, do you guys like Indian food as in general? Like, yes or no?
Yeah, I do.
No, it's too spicy for me, bro. I've got IBS.
Come on, Ray. Come on, man.
I'll tell you what I do like.
I don't get spicy foods though.
I like vegetable samosas. They're really nice.
Oh yeah.
Naan bread is one of the nicest things I've ever had in my life. But yeah, the food's a bit too spicy for me. And Cal will know as well. That's why there's even some West Indian dishes that I can't mess with. And you know what I mean? I love like curry goat and stuff. Okay. I can't take the spicy food. Yeah, it does me in, bro.
So my question for today is, what are your 3 favorite cuisines? Like in order, 1, 2, 3.
Ooh.
Your favorite, your second favorite, and your third favorite. And my second question for you today is, so you guys are British. So who do you think are the top 3 British players in this millennium? Like we got likes of Ferdinand, Wayne Rooney, Bale. Just in general, your top 3. You don't have to think too hard about it. Like on the top of your head.
That's a bloody good question, you know.
That's
man.
a good
Ashley Cole,
question,
Gerrard, Scholes, them and there.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's a good question. I'm
That
not
is
gonna
a
lie.
hell of a question still.
I think I know who mine are, but yeah.
Yeah. Himanshi, we're gonna chop down now, bro. Those are bloody good
So,
questions, man.
again, happy Diwali to everyone once again.
Yes, happy Diwali, everyone. Happy Diwali, everyone.
Happy Diwali.
Yeah.
So, yes, guys, thank you for letting me on.
No,
Yeah,
pleasure,
just
bro.
before
Thank
you
you for
go, bro,
coming.
what's your favorite cuisine?
Mine is obviously like Indian. Like, I'm not being biased. I'm
Yeah,
not
no,
really
that's
not
fair
being
enough. That's fair
my
enough.
favorite, but I do think like Indian food is like probably the thing with Indian food is like it's very complex to make. You know,
Yeah.
just in general. But when you eat it, it's very simple. It's very flavorful.
Yeah.
The Indian food like involves a lot of spices, so I think it's Indian, Chinese, and third one I don't know, to be honest.
No,
I
that's fair
think
enough. That's
Indian,
fair enough. I just
Indian and
thought I'd
Chinese.
ask you yours before you went, but no, big up, man. We'll chop that up now, bro.
Yes,
Yeah,
bro.
thank you guys.
Thank you,
Big
bro.
up, man. Big up.
Take care, bro.
I think
Question.
I think I might change it as I go along,
Go on.
or like later on. But I'd go Gerrard, Ashley Cole, Gareth Bale. I think that would be my top three off the top of my head.
All right, so I'm going Gerrard, Ashley Cole. Third one.
I'm remembering Pete Bale. Pete Bale was
I
disgusting.
know, but I've also got to think about Rooney, who's got the England and Man United.
Rooney would be the one that I would probably replace him with. And then again, Michael Owen, I can never forget my boy
No,
Owen.
I hear that, but Rooney's career overall was better than Owen's. No, it was Drift. It was.
No, I'm just trying to think of a biased way to disagree with that.
There isn't. I've tried. I've tried, bro. You don't think I want to stick it on Man United fans and say Owen over Rooney?
No, Rooney's a problem. Rooney's an absolute problem. I know because he didn't have the best of diet and his career kind of waned a little bit. Peak Wayne Rooney was disgusting.
Yeah, I think Rooney's first.
Peak Wayne Rooney was disgusting.
Well, not in any order, by the way. It's Rooney, Gerrard, and Ashley Cole for me.
So
Ashley
many
Cole
people
for me
sleep.
is the best left back this
Of all
league's ever
time.
seen. For me,
No,
it's
of all
between
time.
him. No, I'm not going to go that far just yet.
But because Maldini played half his career at centre back, I'm giving it to Ashley Cole, bro.
Well, Maldini, Carlos as well, I think, is in that conversation. I think people sleep on Roberto Carlos's defending. He was not a rubbish defender.
Carlos was a bad boy, but I think he didn't have the good a blend of attacking and defending that Ashley Cole did. Do you get what I mean?
Oh, I don't know about that, Drift.
He was a better attacker than Cole, but he wasn't anywhere near Cole for defending. I think Cole had a better blend, bro.
It's what I'm saying. It's hard. I think it's a difficult one.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Ashley Cole was just a different level of footballer for me. Ashley Cole was just something else, man. He really was. He's so underrated. I actually don't think people actually rate Ashley Cole as highly as they should be.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So,
Jamrock says roti and curry, mackerel rundown, and steamed fish. Jeez.
Hey, rundown. Hey, when I went to and you know what's mad? I big up Jamrock for even knowing that, man, and big up Mr. Newton as well. Obviously, we chat online.
Sorry, UC2415. Liza Razoo was a G.
Liza Razoo was a G. I wouldn't put him in the Ashley Cole.
No, he's not better than Ashley, but
Liza
Razoo was a G.
But I went Florida back in the day, yeah. And my auntie gave me rundown. And I remember I come back to England and nobody knew what it was. And people are looking at me sideways. And so now when people say, I'm like, thank you. Somebody knows what I'm talking about. Because rundown is banging, bro. But like when I came, I'd never had it before. I went to Florida, stay with my my Jamaican aunt and uncle. And like when I came back, no one knew what I was talking about. I started to second guess myself, like, did I have rundown? Like what? Like big up Jam up for knowing about the rundown, man. My favorite cuisine is
free favorite.
West Indian. You want to put the little asterisks or whatever, Jamaican, whichever way you want to look.
No, I'm good. I'm good calling it West Indian.
Okay, yeah.
Because certain things don't come. Not everything comes from Jamaica.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like the other day, I saw an argument, and everyone was like, "Let's be real. We're saying West Indian. We're talking Jamaican." And it was like,
"No, that's disrespectful." Still, I don't like that.
No. But me personally, I am, because some of the other dishes I don't eat because they are too spicy. Like Trinidadian food, it tastes nice, my belly couldn't handle it.
Yeah, but Roti didn't originate in Jamaica, for example.
No, roti's an Indian dish, and that's why in from the Caribbean, it's more in Trinidad where you get roti. That's one of the dishes I'm thinking about. But like curry thingy, like I couldn't take the spice in it. That's what I'm saying. So there's a lot of other dishes. You know what I mean? So I mean Jamaican when I say West Indian, but yeah, let's just call it West Indian. Yeah. So yeah, I would go West Indian, pizza, Chinese. Those are my top three.
For me, it's West Indian, Chinese, and then am I cheating by saying American? Because like that kind of encompasses burger and chicken and fries.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, American for me, like chicken and fries and burger and fries and stuff.
No, I'm gonna reshuffle mine. I'm gonna go West Indian, American. Flip a coin for Chinese or pizza.
Nah, we need one drift. No decimals when it comes to top threes, bro.
I don't know. I actually don't know.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Turkish and Greek run it close as well.
Yeah, spicy, bro.
Now Turkish, brother, I love a Turkish. Oh goodness.
To be fair, I don't really eat that much Mediterranean food, so I don't really know. But I know in general it's and you know what? It's not even just about it being that spicy as well. A lot of those foods are quite saucy, and I know sauce runs my belly as well. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I kind of stay away from that stuff. But you made me remember. For me, a hamburger might be the greatest thing ever invented.
Could be.
Like, people call me boring when we go to restaurants because I just get burgers. They're like, look all the things on the menu. You're gonna get a burger. Like, yeah, you know me already.
Yeah, I'm like that. I don't really mix and match if I don't need to. Liam Kenny says, "What is the madness on Don Robbie drift with the poll saying Thiago's a bigger flop than Partey? Each time I see Thiago play, I look like this, and he's got the face with the dripping.
Liam, leave him.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
Just leave them to think that Partey
Thiago's not even a flop. Thiago's not even a flop.
That's what we were trying to say. You know what I mean? But you know what I mean?
Ash says Marcelo better than Carlos. Just saying. I disagree. Marcelo is a G though.
It's a good shout though. I'm not gonna lie, but it's definitely an argument.
Yeah, not for me though. Not for me. But I rate Marcelo. I think he was unfairly talked about as a defender. But dare I say, if he was playing in this country, everyone would be talking about his defending as opposed to how great he was attacking wise as well. So just like Southgate and Trent. But that's
Lalu's just said Thai food. You know what?
I prefer Chinese to Thai.
Thai food is banging though. Oh man, food.
Yeah, trust me, bro. It's not helping while I'm on a diet.
I got a banana next to me that I might have to bust. You lot making me hungry, man. You know you're supposed to open a banana from the bottom and not the top. That's mad.
Yeah, I've heard about that. I just do it how I do it, innit?
No, but when they show the apes and that do it, the bottom bit's actually meant to be how you hold it. So like apparently you want the top bits. Apparently you are meant to bust it the other way. But
I'll have to try it one day. Knowing my luck, I'll probably break it in half and drop it or something. Just be curious. Gonna get the next caller in. Jamal, welcome to the show, bro.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we hear you, brother. How you doing,
bro?
Yeah, how are you guys? Are you good? Yeah.
Yeah, good,
man.
Bro.
Yeah, man. What's good, bro?
Yeah. So this is what I want to say, guys. Are people overreacting to the draws when they say draws cost us the lead? Because people forget we still get 97 points. I mean, bro, I'll take 7 draws. I'll take the same thing we did in 18-19 for this season, because I don't think no one's gonna be close to 90 points this season. So I don't know what you guys think about that.
But remember, we didn't finish champions, though.
Jamal. I just want to say that. But
he's got a point.
Yeah,
because only
do you
3
guys
seasons it's ever happened that people have got over 97 points.
No, I get that point 100%. But I'm saying we still didn't win the league that year, and it was a draw that I guess you could say cost us, whichever one you want to pick. So yeah, but I get the sentiment now, bro.
Yeah, but guys, my 2 questions is, what was Mane's best season? Because people always says 19-20, but bro, Mane was cold in 18-19 as well. So I just want you guys chop up that. What was Mane's best season? And my next question is, guys, guys, are we gonna see a next Messi in this generation? Because I was just thinking about all the young stars we have, and I'm sorry, I'm not seeing anyone with Messi talent and his consistency. So I want to know, will we ever see a next Messi? And if you say yes, who in this generation you feel can be that? So that's my 2 questions.
Great questions as always,
great
Jamal.
questions, bro. We'll chop
Always
that
a
up
pleasure,
now,
my bro.
And quick, Thrifty, just quickly. I just like how you guys always mention Matip when you have a fresh trim, because bro, you gotta keep the widow peak. If you want the hairline, keep the widow peak.
Yeah. You watching? Like, yeah, that's what I said, bro. He's somebody's gave him the inside plug. Every time he's looking fresh, he's still got the V. I love it because he knows once you start messing with that hairline, it's game over, bro. He knows. He was looking fresh to death the other day.
Yeah, but guys, peace.
Peace,
yeah,
brother.
man. Big up, bro.
Care.
Big up.
Yeah. So
Big up.
And guys, smash the like button as always.
Thank
These
you,
guys
bro.
are the best. Best Liverpool fan channel. Yeah.
Love, man. Love as always, bro. Yeah, Matip was looking fresh the other day, bro.
Yeah, I see.
All
right, the Mane one. Can I go first in this drift?
Yeah, do what you got to do, bro.
1920 for me was the best season. 18-19, he was brilliant. 16-17, he was excellent as well. 17-18, I think he had an indifferent season. He was adapting. Obviously, Mo came in like a juggernaut as well. Last season, again, indifferent. 1920, and everyone looks at that season and says that, but the reason for me is, even though I think him and Mo got the same amount of goals, if I'm not mistaken, or
they got top goal scorer with Aubameyang.
Wasn't that 18-19? I believe that was.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, that was 18-19.
You see, 1920. I think Mo may even have got more goals, but the reason why I said Mane is his performances throughout the season, and you see the goals and the timings of his goals. Very often, he was the player who got the first goal or the winning goal. And you may not, and again, this is why I think people sleep on Bobby's 1920 season as well. Bobby didn't get the quantity, but game-winning goals and goals that open games up, them two that season were absolutely clutch as hell. And there were certain games that Mane was playing where he was completely unplayable. And a game that really, really brought it home for me was actual loss. It was a game we lost after the lockdown against Arsenal away from home. We lost that game 2-1. But Mane was hands down man of the match in that game. He absolutely ripped everyone he was playing to shreds. He scored a goal, but for that whole game, if it wasn't for him, or if anyone else was on his wavelength, even remotely, we would have destroyed Arsenal that day. He was so good that season.
Yeah, no, I agree. 18-19, it's got to be. Although the season he got top goal scorer, only player in that list that didn't take penalties.
Very true.
And his first season, 16-17, if it wasn't for the injury, he would have tore the rest of that season up as well. I think he got 11 goals that season.
Well, it was the injury in the AFCON that derailed his seasons, isn't it? Yeah,
he went away to the AFCON, then he did his meniscus and missed the last 2-3 months of the season. And he still got 11 goals and was tearing it up. And he revolutionized the way we play. And that's why I get a little bit annoyed when people have a disrespect towards Genie as well, because it was Genie and Mane that were the foundation pieces from Klopp's new regime that really helped us to push on. And a lot of people just slept on that. And I feel like it went underappreciated. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, for me, it's the 1920 season. He was sensational that season. And you said it right, bro. It wasn't just the goals. It was it was the performances. And the mad thing is, throughout his whole career, I feel like Mane always gets the goal. That's the important one. Not to disrespect any of the other people's goals, obviously, but it always feels like Mane gets the first or the winning. I don't know, it's weird, but like, obviously, you know, that's my boy, so I'm going to give him a little bit extra sauce. But yeah, it's 1920 for me. I thought he was sensational. Really
shout out to Kev, who I'll be joining later on this evening on LFC Day Trippers. Saw glimpses of Mane in that first half with versus Atleti. Really aggressive and positive in his play.
He moved to Atletico. They didn't know what was
the goal he scored. His build-up play for that is old Mane, just turning, pace, pushing a man off, saying, "Don't be dumb," passing it off, saying, "Trent, give me the ball back," and saying, "Oblak picked out of the back of the net." That is prime Sadio. And that Sadio there is unplayable.
He was done, remember, though. Okay?
He's unplayable.
He was done. You see that finish? That finish was so cash. He used the pace and the power of the ball and just caressed it past one of the best goalies in the world.
Yeah, even the highlights I've seen, because I've still not been able to watch the full 90 minutes yet, Oblak looked like he was on stuff again.
But I kept saying, someone put an arm around him and tell him to come sit on the bench, man. Oh, yeah, Liverpool is the best place to be.
Jamrock says, Man City, 32 wins, 2 draws and 4 losses. Liverpool had 30 wins and 7 draws and 1 loss. Our ego makes us think 1 loss was fantastic. It really wasn't at all. Jamrock's got a point there.
Right there, Jamrock's just statistically showing you that they lost 4 games and won the league. There you go.
Jamrock's got a point there.
Do you know what we've been sucking into? Having that dumbass conversation with Arsenal fans where we'd love to go unbeaten so we can go, hey, we're unbeaten, invincibles. Like, really and truly, we've got to just get away from that and just think sport is about losing. And you probably learn more from a loss than you don't. Because I'll tell you one thing about that invincible team, and I know people are going to think I'm being shady, and I'm not, I'm being serious. But accidental shade is always funny. When Arsenal lost that run, when Wayne Rooney dived or was fouled or whatever way you want to look at it, Arsenal actually capitulated. If you actually think about it, the demise of Arsenal was the moment they lost their unbeaten run because they didn't know how to take the loss. And then it went completely the other way around. And correct me if I'm wrong, Arsenal fans, but I don't think you were ever the same. From the moment that goal went in against Man United, you lost that game. I remember we beat you with Mellor up front. But you just got worse and worse and worse. Do you know what I mean? Because they probably built up this whole thing in their head and then they didn't know how to take the loss and then things started to go wrong. Every now and again, you throw a loss in to keep yourself humble. Refocus yourself. Figure out what going on. That's why I love the fact that Liverpool bounced back after a disappointing result because it shows a bit of character. You don't let it drag on. You bounce back a bit. Facts. Sometimes a loss is good in sport. So I think we get carried away with that being able to say, oh, yeah, we went unbeaten. Don't get me wrong. It sounds cool, but winning the trophy is all that matters. I wouldn't even care if we lost 10 games. Obviously, I'd lose as the 10 games are happening. Yeah. But if we lost 10 games and won the league, at the end, when we're celebrating the win, we wouldn't care we lost 10 games, would we? We wouldn't. So, you know what I mean?
Jamie Phillips, football chats. Make sure you follow him on YouTube. It's my daughter's first birthday, so can't call in. But I want to say Mbappe is the most overrated player in Europe. Felix, what he actually good at, bum.
Hey, Jamie with the fire as always. Big up to the little one on our first birthday. We're going to drop the beat
for a happy birthday to the little one, Jamie.
I'm not gonna lie though, the Felix is a bum and Mbappe is overrated. That is just a bit too controversial for me.
Be honest, I'm starting to think Mbappe is a little overrated as well myself.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say it in front of Matt though.
If you mean overrated as in we said he was gonna be the new Messi Ronaldo, I agree. Overrated as in he's a superstar player? No, he's a superstar player. But maybe we went too far thinking that he was going to take the mantle from Messi and go on and get 35, 40 goals every season.
I think he's a little overrated.
I feel like the French league in general, and I mean no disrespect to any French people, has got so caught up in the PSG thing. It feels like French football is just PSG. And I think it's just making it weird over there. I don't know, and I feel like I feel like PSG is a poison chalice. I feel like even if you're a manager and you go there, you can't really do what you want or express yourself, or I don't know. I just feel like everything that's going on over there right now just feels too centered around PSG, and then PSG themselves. I feel like they're a bit of a mess. I just do there's just something's not right. Something's not right.
Agreed.
Something's not right.
Also, guys, before we get the next caller in, just want to shout out again to our sponsor for this show, FansBet. This weekend, guys, you can predict and win £10,000 with a free-to-play bet. All you have to do is click the link in the description on our YouTube channel. New and existing customers must be over the age of 18 and must have a verified account to play. Please do play responsibly. Visit playgambleaware.com. Also, begambleaware.com and check out FansBet, people. Great organization, great sports betting company. Check them out, please, people. All right, gonna bring the next caller. Dean, you're not last this week, bro.
Oh, finally. Yo, you guys. Otherwise, yeah, I'm all right, bro. I'm all right. Yeah, you good, guys?
Yes, bro. How are you?
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
Up, bro.
Where is Matt, man? He's like invisible today.
No, Matt couldn't make it today. Matt's good though. Matt couldn't make it today though. Oh no.
Oh, we lost him.
No. Hopefully he's still got the link so he'll be able to jump back in. Feel it for him, man. It's always one of the last to get on. We forgot to answer a question though from Jamal. Will there be another Messi in this generation? My answer is no.
I thought there'd never be another Maradona, and then there was someone who could kind of rival
different
it.
generations, though. I think Messi.
Only in this generation. Oh no, there won't be another Messi in this generation. No.
Yeah, there he is. Dean. Come on, Dean. There we go. Dean, can you hear us?
I'm still here. I don't know what happened.
Good. I have no idea, bro. Can you hear us?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you. Yeah, but you are glitching a bit, bro. You there? We're gonna have to bring him back in again. Yeah.
All right, come back in. Restart everything, Jamal, and come back in. We'll bring you back in.
Dean, not Jamal.
Sorry, Dean. Sorry, I still got Jamal's question. Dean, restart everything and then come back in. All right, gonna bring the next caller.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, man.
It is. Our brother from another man like Rams.
What's
going on, bro?
Good, brother. How are you?
I'm not bad, man. I'm not bad. A brilliant win on Wednesday. Despite it's nice to get a little bit of revenge. Hopefully Porto can do their job and knock them out so they can go into Europa where they belong. No one wants to see that football in Champions League, bro. We're only here for champagne football. The words of expression, champagne football. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want that. But yeah, it's looking kind of peak. Our midfield is a bit short, and we've been saying it. We wanted a midfielder. Kall-in wanted Bissouma. I wanted Sabitzer. We could have got someone, but we didn't get anyone. And do you know whose fault that is? That is FSG. It's FSG's fault. Because if you look at the people that we got out, we could have signed someone for at least 10 or 12 million pounds. Because remember, Shaqiri was on big wages. Who else did we sell? We sold Grujic was on Wilson wasn't on much wages, but Shaqiri and Grujic were on quite big wages. I think 80 and 50,000 pounds respectively. So we could have got someone decent for that money. But yeah, my question to you guys is about strikers. Would you lot take Robert Lewandowski now, and sign a young striker for the future? So like someone like I'll give you an example. There's a guy in Bundesliga named Jonathan Burkhardt who scored 5 goals in 10 games and is one of the reasons why Mainz is where they are. They're 5th in the Bundesliga, which is quite good for them. Or would you sign someone like a Vlahovic who is very talented and is ready to play the top league right now?
So what was the second part, sir?
So go on, Ram. Sorry.
I was going to say, yeah. Would you sign Robert Lewandowski and a striker, someone like a Burkhardt, who's up and coming, like 19, 20 years old? Or would you sign Vlahovic, who's pretty young, but is ready to come in the first team?
Ooh.
It's a tough one.
Because Levy's Levy, bro. Levy's Levy. Levy is Levy.
I know. All right, we're gonna chop that one up, bro.
Big up as always,
appreciate
man.
it.
Take care, brother. Take
G.
Ram's always asked some of the hardest questions still.
Yeah, Boss Vlahovic, 22.
Yeah.
So there's about 8 years there of prime
Lewandowski's like wine, though, isn't it?
Yeah, low end is low end, isn't it? What's low end? 33, isn't it?
Yeah, but Lewan comes in and we win the league straight away.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking. I'm going with the low end. I'm going with the low end because if we was to sign Lewandowski, we don't need to
get
sign
a young striker as well. He says.
Well, we don't need to do that. We just keep Origi. So I'm just looking at it like we bring in Lewandowski, and then Klopp's last 2 years, Lewandowski just balls out for him, and we just win another Champions League and we win a Premier League. Boom. Like, it's real simple, isn't it?
I choose. Shall I tell you what is Vlahovic?
Real simple.
Vlahovic is not as good as Lewandowski. Vlahovic would just get a bag of goals in our system, though, I feel. Even though he does score quite a lot from penalties. I think people should realise his goal record. There are quite a lot of penalties on there, which he probably wouldn't get at Liverpool because Salah takes our penalties. But he would also get way more chances at Liverpool than he does at Fiorentina, I think, as well. Which would mean he'd slap goals in still.
All right, let me ask you this question, which may be a question we'd have to kind of more look at.
So I'd go Vlahovic just to answer Ram's question. I'd go Vlahovic.
Which one do you think would adapt to English football better? Remember, I was talking about that Bundesliga tax. Would you be a little worried that 10 years in the Bundesliga for Lewandowski would mean he's too adapted to that and then he might not adapt to English football?
No, Mane/Jota, Lewandowski, and Salah, we're good, bro. The tax won't matter.
No, I believe it would work. But remember, we did talk about that Bundesliga tax and it has affected quite a lot of people.
He's more than just Bundesliga, though, isn't it?
He doesn't perform too well on the international stage.
Yeah, but
I know Poland aren't really a great side, but if you look, for example, Switzerland and Poland are probably level when Shaqiri balls out for his country. Do you get what I mean?
It's easier to get involved when you're not the striker, though, as opposed to a number 10 or a midfielder.
Yeah, that's true. Look, I don't doubt Lewandowski. I'm just saying we had that Bundesliga tax. We realized the other day. It seems like it might be heavy. Might be heavy.
But if you offered me Haaland, I'm not going to look at that Bundesliga tax, but I'm just going to ignore it.
No, but I think Haaland ain't been in the Bundesliga long enough to be considered as Bundesliga tax. It's only his second year now, right?
Yeah. True.
So, you know what I mean?
Very true.
Well, yeah, we'll have to see.
I would go Vlahovic in this scenario.
Did you see Lewandowski the other day, bro? He missed a penalty, was kicking himself, and then just went in and banged 2 more goals and got a hat-trick, bro. Yeah, and the finish for the third one.
I've not seen the goals yet. I've not seen
but it was like Crespo against us in the Istanbul final.
Oh, you're joking.
Bruv.
He did a dinky, yeah?
Bruv, he's disgusting. Lewandowski is disgusting, bruv. He's got no respect for people's kids, family, wives.
I'm so happy Man United didn't get him when they were linked with him.
Oh, bro. So mad, bro.
Goodness me, that would have been a madness.
Oh no, the Oli regime would have probably ducked out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Mr. Dare I Say It just says Man U broke Arsenal 10-24-04, and we broke them 10-24 2021. Yeah, we did, to be fair. Right, let's get our next caller in.
Hey, Grizz, man, saying you never agreed with me, bro. It's a bit harsh, bro.
Oh, sorry, Raw. Man, like Grizz in the comments. Big up, Grizz. People, make sure you go and check out Grizz's YouTube channel as well. If I'm not mistaken, Grizz is almost on 5K and you're not too long started. So big up, Grizz. Make sure you support him as well, people. All right, next caller. Man like Zabiri.
Yeah, how you guys doing, man?
Not
What's
too
going
bad,
on,
my
bro?
brother. How you doing?
Yo, done. I'm done out, man. I'm like 7% right now, man. I'm telling
Oh,
you.
is it?
After a
Yo,
work shift, yeah, just tired and that,
yo, can't even roll a spliff like that. Done out, man. Done. Yo, my question ain't even football related. That's how done I am, man. But yo, did you guys see the Kanye West Drink Champs?
No.
I've watched like a 1 minute clip that was that like when you see the things
They
just going around in the
clipped it up.
socials.
Okay.
Yeah, when it's
But yeah.
talking about Drake with the verses,
Yes,
that's the only thing
that's
that
the bit
I
I've
saw.
seen.
Yeah.
That's all I've seen.
Man, now I watched the whole thing this morning at work, and yo, that's when work hit me. You know what I mean? Because like people don't think about stuff like this, like the hired love and like putting their mom in nursing homes or their pops in nursing homes.
Yeah.
But yo, that facility gotta go off the planet, man.
Oh, you disagree with it, yeah?
No, yeah, I really do. I think like grandparents should be like, around the kids and the grandkids and the whole family structure. And he was saying the same thing, and I was like, damn, he on that wave, huh? But yo, nursing home is a dead place, man. That's like, that's like what's that place in Lion King? Like the elephant graveyard where people go to die. Like, man, that place is rough. You know what I mean? And it's a life safety. So I'm doing a backup power, man. Can't operate without it. You know what I mean? And I'm like one man versus New York City. And if you know New York City, one man can't supplement New York City's nursing homes.
I'm with you on that.
Yo, let me put some context on what I do. So I did a call, and I think it was earlier in the year, and I was living in Maryland at the time, and I was watching a show, and I was actually in like West Virginia in a prison doing their emergency generators. I mean, prisoners shadow boxing. I'm like, man, my job got me all over the world and all over these places. And I'm like, damn, man, but New York is where the money's at. Let me get up there and get the money. Yeah, it's too much money, man. The hours is ridiculous, man. I get home and I'm like looking at the weed like I can't even roll you. Looking at the dragon like I don't even got strength to pop the cap. I'm like, yo, who's building nursing homes, man? Like,
the only thing I'll say to be though, with like, because remember, some people aren't blessed to have family though. That's the only thing. So if you don't have the family, it almost is more cruel if you're just at home alone. Do you get what I mean? That's the only thing I'll say.
You're right. Yeah, because I think that's like one of my grandmothers. She's like got a little dog, and I'm like, yo, the dog ain't enough. But I'm like, yo, ain't nobody else there for real. But I still wouldn't want her in that facility, man. That facility is rough. You know what I mean? So my question for you guys though is on that tip. You know what I mean? Like, do you guys believe in that family structure? You know what I mean? Like, the mom and dad would like come in with the kids, husband and wife. Just kind of have that whole 3-4 generation just in the household. Because that's I believe in that, man. I think you get like unity and a lot of good things, man. I was raised by like both my grandparents, so they teach me a lot, man. So it was great. I learned a lot of responsibility, a lot of like traditional things got passed down. So that's good. But I don't know if everyone is on that same tip. Some people are like 18, running out the house, never looking back. And I never really understood that, and I think that's how a lot of people lose their way in things. But that's my first question. And my second question is, what's up with that studio? What's up with that studio?
We're trying.
We've got it in. Do you know what? Just a little secret, bro. Before lockdown, we were pretty much in the studio, and then lockdown came and it just messed up everything, bro. So it's like we've had to just reset everything. Do you know what I mean? So at the moment, we're reworking on it, bro. You know what I mean? We're reworking on it.
I didn't even know you guys got affected like that.
Yeah,
to be fair, I'm one of the selected few that's like, I love the COVID. I know a lot of people lost their lives, and I'm not like praising that.
Yeah, of course.
But my job and my career strive off chaos, like war zone, just like pandemic. Like that's when people really need these emergency power, and that's when my career is like in demand. When things is going good, man, I'm just like, people look at me like, yo, we got power, we don't need you. But the minute the power goes out, we're like, yo, where you at? I'm like,
yeah. No, I hear that.
So, 99% of people's life tanked during like the COVID and the pandemic, and my thing just went up. Like bank account went up, everything's going up, and I'm just like, man, this is nice. And I'm looking around, and everyone is like, "You, I don't know what I'm gonna do." And I'm like, "Damn, man, it sucks to be you," you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know you guys got affected like that. Now I like the idea of a studio, man.
No,
I
we're
love
trying.
it.
That
Yeah,
is,
bro,
if someone was to
100%.
say to us right now, what's the one thing we could snap our fingers and have, it'd probably be the studio.
That was
Yeah,
gonna be the question,
definitely.
man. Like, yeah,
That is the one
I
thing.
feel
We
it, I
are.
feel
That's
it.
the one thing we're really, really trying to work
Yeah.
towards.
The reason why I'm asking about the studio, man, I want to come over for a game, but I'm like, I hear a lot of fans' perspective, not just Liverpool fans, on like what a game day is like. I think Matt and Drift touched on it, like they were out for like 24 hours just to go to one game. And I'm like, if I'm doing a game, man, I want it to be on like that tip, like a whole experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crashing like a watch along at Don Robbie's studio or something like that for like the next day, because you know it's a weekend vibe. So let's hopefully on a Saturday, you know what I mean? I can catch like a studio vibes, you know, the Sunday or something like that. I'm like, damn, man, a Kopish studio, because you guys, I'm gonna be honest,
bro.
man.
If we had it, that would be the one, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
We're working.
Kopish,
We're working.
yo, Kopish is the best fan channel ever. I don't care what nobody says.
Love, man.
Bless you.
I got my Indian brother calling in with the Indian food. My girl's Indian and do the volley thing. I don't even on that tip. They eat with their hands in the freaking roti. That's disgusting, man. I got Indian oil on my fingernails. I can't be grabbing things with my hands. You know what I mean? Yeah, nah, but nah, the community is legendary, man. So shout out to all you guys in the chat. You know what I mean? Smash the like. Somebody hit the dislike. 4 people, man. I gotta find them. Yo, big up, man. I'm beat. I'm beat today, man.
Yeah. As soon as we finish, hit that pillow, bro. Hit that pillow, man.
No, I was actually sleeping and I jumped out like, yo, don't tell me I missed this. And I saw the link, I clicked it. I was like, I'm in there. Life is good. I'm in there. Shout out to you, man.
Bless you,
hey, let's get this road to 30K. Let's get this Kopish studio going. So when I pull up, it's an experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Can't wait, bro. Can't wait, man. No, love, man.
All right, man. Bless up, my G.
Big up, big up. All right, let's chop that one up, bro. Because that's actually, I know it's completely off topic, but that's actually a very interesting one. Because do you know what, bro? Yeah, I think too many people get caught up in. I'm not going to say independence, because independence is a brilliant thing. But I think too many people get caught up in wanting to go and do stuff you're not allowed to do in a family home. And I think that's why so many people are so quick to want to leave their family home. They want to be naughty. They want to do certain things, because what Zabiri's saying is old school, and it's why back in the day things work. It's why nowadays a lot of things doesn't work. Independence is beautiful, don't get me wrong, and living alone is cool and that, but the generational thing, like Zabiri's saying, man, you do miss that. Like, I remember back in the day where everyone went round to grandma's for Sunday. Everyone, every generation was there, from the oldest to the mids to the youngest to the babies. Everyone was there. Grandma's cooking it up. Granddad's making sure everyone's glass is full. Like,
got the domino table out.
Bruv, the music's on in the background, or
double six.
Or the cricket's on the TV. No matter, whatever it is, bro. And it was a beautiful thing. And I think now, like, and the thing is, even like my family, for an example, not to like out my family, but like we were saying the other day, like my uncle passed away a couple of months ago, as you know, when I was at his funeral. And like we were sitting down and was like, when was the last time we saw each other? It's at my auntie's funeral. Right, is that the only reason we buck up now? Because somebody's passed away, you know it. And I think life gets away from people, and life don't realize like that. But like people don't want to go meet their family, buck up, do things. Everyone's just too busy running around doing their own thing. And again, like I'm saying, there's nothing wrong with doing your own thing, but I think family values is something nobody really values anymore, bro. Like I don't think anybody values family values anymore, bro. I'm not gonna lie, I know it makes me sound all old school and that, but I do miss them old days, man, where everybody was always around the house and thingy and whatnot. And like, if you live at home, and again, it's up to you when you want to move out. You can move out when you feel like it, whatever. So if you want to move out 18, 19, 20, whatever, but even if you do live at home, if your family home is big enough, what is the real issue other than it's just society telling you it should be something else? So like, for me, I love the family vibe, man, and just do what you got to do, man. Don't do what makes other people happy, what makes you feel like you look good to other people, trying to impress other people and all that stuff, man. Do what you want. Do what you want, man. If living at home helps, if moving out helps, whatever, but don't forget the family, man. Always keep family first, man.
Yeah.
You only get one family. You can make new friends, but you only get one family, man.
Yeah, it's true. And again, obviously, you guys know I wasn't at the Don Robbie thing because I was at a funeral myself.
Yeah, yeah.
But like, it's times like that where you appreciate what family and even the older generation are as well. Like, I think it's not just, and Zabiri makes a good point. It's not just family. Sometimes even the older generation. Like again, if you know my situation, I've got neighbors, a neighbor next to me who's quite elderly, and I'll go and do her shopping and stuff, not because I want to or because it's a good thing. Like, she needs it, innit? Like, I can help. Why shouldn't I help? What's stopping me from helping her? If I'm going up to to do some shopping for myself, knock on her door. If she needs a pint of milk and some bread, get her a pint of milk and bread. Saves her walking out in the cold, potentially slipping and hurting herself.
100%, bro.
So,
and you know what? You don't even know if she needs it. You grab it anyway, and if she's already got some, now she's got more.
Put it in the freezer. Do what you want with it.
Is what it is, bro. It is what it is, bro.
It's like little thing. I just think as a society, we need to do a bit better, and we just need to do a bit more. And obviously, thankfully, me, you, and Matt are kind of like that. Obviously, we can only speak for ourselves. We can't speak for the whole like world or Kopish community. But yeah, Zabiri makes some very good points there. And again, like, you don't want to ever be sitting there and being like, oh, I wish I'd done this. I wish I'd done that. Like, even my mum, again, I'm quite fortunate to live close by to my mum and stuff like that. So I check in my mum regular. I've even my missus' mum, I make sure, like, I check in on her and make sure she's good. And like, it's what needs to be done. And like, it's weird though, because even to look at it in the flip reverse, obviously I think of myself now as a quite healthy, early 30-year-old person. But I think of myself potentially being older. I wouldn't want to be a burden on my kids, but at the same time, sometimes you got to kick that pride, you got to kick that ego, and if you need help, you got to ask for it. So I think it kind of goes both ways sometimes. Sometimes the older generation want to keep their independence. They feel they'll lose it if they ask for help, but don't be too proud to ask for help. If you need help, who better to go to than your children or to your family? So that's what my message is.
Yeah, man. No, I love that. And I don't think anybody, I'm sorry. And again, I'm not being rude. So if there's anybody who's done this or whatever, try not to take offense. This is just my opinion. If you see your parents as a burden, if you have to look after them, there's something wrong.
Yeah.
There's something wrong. I can get that it might be a little inconvenient and stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's inconveniences all the time. Like, I'll be talking to these boys sometimes at 12:30 in the morning, and they'll be like, "You're out with Luch now?" I'm like, "Yeah, he needed to go to the toilet, bro, so I had to take him out." They're like, bruv, I could never do that. And obviously in my mind, I'm like, I'd rather be in bed as well. But little man needs to go, he needs to drain the weasel. I got to take him out. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he's got to go toilet, he's got to go toilet. It's an inconvenience. But I love him to death. You know what I mean? Like, so like, yeah, like things might be a little inconvenient, but you know what I mean? I'm not going to be like, yeah, I'm giving up my dog. I don't want to go out at midnight anymore walking. It's so long. I can't be asked. You know what I mean? Like, if you see your parents as an inconvenient when you got to look after them, come on, guys, man, we got to do better. They gave you life. They raised you. You know what I mean? For the most part, I know some parents might not be, but we're talking about the 99%. The general. Yeah, the general. Do you know what I mean? Like your parents, it's not a, you know what I mean? If your mum and dad have to move in with you, as Sabiri said, so they're not in that place that they might not getting taken care of as well as they should be, wouldn't you rather know they're safe and they're good with you? Don't see it as an inconvenient, man. Look after your parents, man. They looked after you, man.
Facts. I'm going to get through a couple of super chats before we move on to the next callers. Sam Max Legends, big up Sam Max Legends, says, "Evening, gents, great show. Grew up 20 minutes walk from Upton Park. My first ever live game was Liverpool versus West Ham in 1986. We won 5-2. Rush, Dalglish got 2, Whelan and Johnston scored. Have a feeling Sunday will be very tight." Yeah, I agree. I went for a 2-1. Just out of curiosity.
That sounds like a vibe still. Kenny and them, man, you know.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, only I've won my facts. Got to cherish them, man. Tahir says, "Who saw the Kanye interview on Drink Champs? Brilliant." Yeah, going to tune into that. Tahir's right as well, where he says not all families are happy families. That is true. But try and mend those relationships, man. Try and mend it.
Yeah, and you know what? There are always exceptions to every rule. Of course there are. Do you know what I mean? But regardless, as Cal said, even if there's issues, I still think it's worth trying to mend it, man.
Try.
You know what I mean?
LFT Sports TV says, "Where is the link? Phone in, bless up. The link's already been posted, bro. Apologies. Get at me on DM and we'll get you in next week." Jamie Phillips, just to be clear, I think Mbappe is a class player. He's just not world class. I would have Haaland over him easy. I think a healthy Dembele is better. I agree with that. Yeah.
But that's because Dembele was different level. These injuries are really sad. I know a lot of it might go down to the way he's looked after himself, so he's got to take responsibility.
It's super sad though.
But Dembele was just disgusting.
Yeah.
He would have probably moved somewhere else for 150 mil by now or something. Or, do you know what I mean? Like, he was disgusting.
Jamrock says Vlahovic free kicks are pure class. Watch them. Yeah, they are as well, to be fair. Pete Al says boxing predictions. Take a punch from Lesnar or Ngannou. I'm taking a punch from Lesnar over Ngannou.
Yeah, 100%.
In terms of the boxing,
got the hardest punch recorded in human history.
That's not even a. I'm taking Brock.
That's a fact. It's not even a rumor. It's a fact.
Yeah. And Brock's knocking me out as well. Don't get me wrong, but I take my chances with Brock. There is no chances you're taking with Ngannou. You're going to sleep, or worse yet, you are going permanent sleep. So, yeah, I'm not even taking that risk.
I think if Ngannou punched me in the head clean, he actually might kill me. I'm not even exaggerating. Like, I don't think I could take a clean punch to the temple from Ngannou. Yeah, no, I wouldn't even survive.
Pete Hour says, "What's the worst injury you've got?" Mine was a broken jaw. What was yours?
I've had a fractured jaw. Bloody, I couldn't eat for about 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I got elbowed in the top of my head while I headbutted in the jaw when I went up for a header with 2 defenders, and they just sandwiched me, bro. I was a mess for a while, bro. You know, and I finished the match. I had to man up. You know, you don't want everyone to know you're hurt. Even when I was running, I could feel it. I was like, oh my God, if this is hurting when I'm running, something is not right here. Yeah. Like the vibration of the ground. My worst injury dislocated my collarbone and fractured my shoulder. I landed on my head. I think I told you, look, me and my friend was playing in the pen, and as I was sprinting past, he tripped me over, and I just literally went at full speed and landed, and I heard the crack. I thought I broke my neck at first because I heard the crack. I thought I broke my neck and I couldn't move. Yeah, that was fucking hell.
For me, mine's my ACL, or when I fractured my sternum and dislodged one of my ribs. That was a madness. In fact, you know, it was that one. That was a madness. That was crazy.
It sounds to me like your worst injury was when you had to get your thingy dealt with and you had to get the wound packed. That sounds like what was the worst thing out of when you had the staph infection. That sounds to me like the worst thing out of all of them.
I'll be honest with you. My missus has been with me since when I had my ACL. She's like, we knew each other when I broke my finger. She's been with me when I dislodged one of my ribs and cracked my sternum. She's seen me do like ankle ligament damage. She's never heard me scream.
Cry.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, brother. I was that close to bawling my eyes out. I've never felt pain like that in my life. Oh my gosh. Never.
It actually puts me off learning jiu-jitsu just at the thought that it could happen to me, bro. I'm not even
it could happen in any combat sport, but obviously where you're grappling and stuff, you obviously can get an infection in it. And I got one right like in my arm, but right by the nerve. So anytime they would they had to cut it out, obviously, like the infection. And then anytime they were packing it, bruv. Oh,
right on the nerve,
bruv. Oh. I ain't screamed like that in my life. Never screamed like that in my life.
No, fucking no.
Jamrock says, how is Marlon playing in the Bundesliga? Haven't heard much. I don't know. I've not heard much either.
Nah, bro.
Heard much. No, yeah, we'll have to check that one out, Jamrock, to be honest. All right, next call. Annie, welcome to the show, bro.
Yo, you lot saying you look good, yeah?
Yeah, man. Bad, big up, man. Big up.
Yeah, man. I'm blessed, man.
Good.
Yeah, now just a few things. First year, I kind of agree. Killing Mbappe.
That might stick, you know. Don't say that too many times, bro. That might stick.
He's definitely a little bit overrated. I can't lie. But also, you see this thing with like people saying Daniel Levy's such a shrewd businessman. He's so good. He's so this. He's so that. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. What he's done is not good business because he's paid out what's his name, Nuno, for being there for however long he was. I can't remember. Kyle had a stat the other day. I think it was
14 mil.
Yeah,
14 million. 14 mil for 4 months.
Days.
Yeah, for 120 days. That's not good business, especially when we all knew he was like his 6th or 7th choice. So your first choice, you end up getting him anyway, and then you put him on an 18-month contract and you're paying him 50 million. That's not good business. Also, you should have taken 100 and whatever million it was for Harry Kane in the summer to rebuild the squad. That's also, in my opinion, not good business. Even though Harry Kane might turn his form around. I don't know. Yeah, he might. We never know. But the actual main point was actually not even football related. I just want to know you guys' UFC fights of the year. So maybe top. Nah, it's kind of hard to say a top 3. Maybe I'd say top 2 then UFC fights of the year.
Of this year, bro?
Yeah, this year, because I think there's been a few. Just to maybe jog your lot's memory. Mine would actually be Volkanovski versus Ortega.
I love that fight,
bro. You see the storytelling in that fight when he got that guillotine. I said yes, because I love Ortega. I was like, yes, Ortega's done. He's done it. I see Boss Snuffy coming out of that headlock like a madman. I said, oh no. I don't know. I don't know who's beating this guy. And then he got him in the triangle again. I said, yeah. After that, I knew Volkanovski was going to win that fight. It was mad. But obviously, there's a few other contenders. I'd say Holloway versus Calvin Cater was quite good. Oliveira versus Chandler was also up there for me. Sanhagen, Dillashaw was good. Who else?
Telemeni.
Yeah, no, the other day, Costa versus Vittori was a good fight the other day.
Decent fight as well.
Yeah,
Jan and Sanhagen.
Yeah. Jan and Sanhagen. So, yeah, man, there's been a few. So also, sorry, another question as well for you guys to chop up. Hamzat Shamaev, do you think Usman's in trouble? Because I don't know, man. That guy's different.
I do.
Different.
I do. I think he's in trouble.
Yeah, man. That guy, like, he seems like he's screwed on. Like, he only wants one thing. He's a man on a mission right now. And until he gets that belt, even after the belt, I don't know if he's going to be satisfied. He might start moving mad on Dana. Like, Dana!
I need to see him in a few more fights before I can say whether he's going to be a problem for Usman.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Sorry. One last thing as well, because I literally just watched this before I came on. I don't know if you guys have seen it, but there's a video of Ben Foster talking about what Salah said to him after the Watford match.
Yes.
Oh,
no, I haven't.
Seen it? Yeah. He came up to me, he was like, Ben, if I got a penalty, which way would you have dived? Bearing in mind, we've just won 5-0, so Salah's just thinking, like I need to know, like, just these little things just to improve my game and like improve my numbers. And obviously Ben was like, yeah, I would have gone right. But it just shows like the sort of mindset Salah has to go up to Ben Foster after the game and just be like, yeah, like, which way would you have dived? And then Foster, I think, said you went right with in your last 5 penalties or something like that. So Salah took that to mind and said, like, just little things to jot down. And
you know what? Big up Ben for that, because he didn't have to give a little insight like that. Big up Ben for that as well. That's humbling that a man would actually just be honest with you on a friendly thing like that after the game.
But to be fair, though, if he didn't give Salah the information, Salah would have packed him in the next time they played.
No, Salah's going to pack him anyway, but it's just one of them. You know what I mean?
But yeah, no, that was just pretty cool to see that. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that was, man. No, big up, though, bro. We'll chop that up now.
Annie, you're a star, bro.
Yeah, man. Cool, man. Bless you guys, man. Love.
Yeah, man. Love, bro.
Yes,
big up.
Love,
man. Top 2 fights so far this year.
It's got to be Poirier and
Conor.
No.
Poirier Hooker was last year, you know.
Was it last year?
Yeah. Conor and Poirier started off the year in January. The first one.
Oh, shit. Was that over a year ago?
Yeah, that was last year, bro.
Raw.
That was with no
fans. Really?
Apex. Yeah, that was last year.
Oh, shit. Fucking hell, but my life is flying before my eyes, bro. Okay, I got to rethink then, because Hooker and thingy Poirier, man, that fight was sensational. Yes, you're right, because it would have been the same year as Moreno and
Figueiredo.
Figueiredo, yeah, because then part 1 was last year and it was the same year as the. Oh yeah, shit. Okay, all right, you go then, because now I've got to rethink, because that was I thought that was this year. That's definitely would have been my fight of the year.
So far, my performance of the year is Max, but I don't think that was the fight of the year because Calvin Kattar didn't really pose any issue for him. He won every single round by a shutout, in my opinion. I just think that just showed that Calvin Kattar could take a beating as opposed to him being able to do anything to Max.
Well, we know that's what he kind of does, isn't it, Kate?
No,
like,
no,
I'm not
Kate,
saying
like,
I'm not saying he's
Kate
not good.
usually dishes out still.
Yeah, but he's a bit like Froch, where like he's capable of doing damage, but like it's about the fact that he can just take a punch, what makes him like effective, kind of.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Froch came out the other day and said that if he was in his prime, he'd beat Canelo.
I don't think Canelo would be able to stop him, but Canelo would outpoint him.
Yeah, Canelo would knock him out. But anyway, yeah.
He wouldn't stop him. Froch had a jaw, bro. He wouldn't stop Froch.
Yeah, but the aimless getting banged in the face, at some point, your zombie mode will switch off and you'll switch off, bro.
Nah, Froch don't switch off, bro.
I watched Groves nearly knock him out, Cal.
Bro, Groves hits hard, bro.
No, I'm not saying he doesn't, but Groves nearly knocked Froch out. Canelo would have knocked Froch out.
But he didn't. He nearly, but he didn't.
Anyway.
For me, I've got Yan and Corey. And I might even go TJ and Corey. It's my two. I know maybe a bit of recency bias. Those are the two.
I'd probably go Chandler, Oliveira. I love that fight.
Didn't last long enough for me though.
I know, but I just don't need it to go all 5 rounds. Like I love the fact that it went one way and then it went back the other way. I like fights that do that. And then, thingy the other day. I know it might be a bit of recency bias, but I remember I hit you up straight away afterwards. I was just like, that fight was nuts. Sandhagen and thing, that fight was nuts. And every time I thought, is Sandhagen going to come back? And it's like, no, Yan, how's Yan got muscles and stamina? I thought the two can't go together. Like, it don't make no sense.
Masvidal spoke about it because he used to train at American Top Team, and Masvidal said he's just a problem. He said he's just
you can
beast.
See it, bro.
He is, bro. I thought he was a bit overhyped before, brother. I take it all the way back. I take the L on that and I hold it up proud, bro.
I wish Thingy was still around so he could have got a beating of him still.
Who's that? Oh, Cejudo.
Yeah.
I don't sleep on Cejudo, you know. Don't let the gimmick fool you, bro.
would have beat him though.
Don't let the gimmick fool you, bro.
Yeah, I can't stand that corny.
I actually don't mind Cejudo because I know he's putting on acting. He will be open. It's Colby. Colby's just.
I can't stand Colby, bro. If Colby's champion, I'm not watching UFC for a little while. I'm not.
I'm gonna do a watch along for it still. I'm gonna.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a watch along for it still. I think it's time, man.
You know what I will say about this year? The two, I nearly cried moments. Obviously, the happy tears. Teixeira and Ngannou both getting their titles. I've never I don't really get emotional for other people too tough, but I got emotional in those two instances, man. I did. I can't even lie. I did.
No, I agree. All right, let's get the next caller in. Man, like Cal's Neto Army, it's been a while, bro. Oh, maybe too long.
And just like that.
On that note, Dean,
he's back. What's going on, bro?
Finally, I don't know what happened earlier. I don't even know what happened. Like my phone, just like that, bro. I wasn't even expecting that at all.
Technology, bro.
To us enough times,
but you can hear me now, right?
Yeah. You're all good, bro.
Okay. Yeah. So first off, I wanna shout out to two players. I think that those two players are the most underrated players, talent-wise. And one of them can actually, in my opinion, he can be in the conversation of the greatest of all time. You know, despite didn't achieve anything. If these two players are Adriano and Ben Arfa, the Emperor. I think.
But Ben Arfa and who, so bro?
Adriano.
Adriano.
Oh, okay,
Adriano. Yeah. He was the most clinical. If you're talking about clinical, he was the most clinical player. It was very unfortunate for me what happened to his career, And also my second point. So I want to also know your thoughts on those two players. That's my first question. What you think about them? Do you really think they can be a part of the? Because Ben Arfa, they're actually recently comparing him with Messi in terms of ability, like skill and like everything. That that Messi kind of gameplay and stuff, and also the vision. So that's my first question. My second question is, I was watching Klopp earlier, his press conference, about West Ham. And then I think it was New Jones. I think someone came after New Jones. He asked about Tsimikas. Klopp completely avoided that question. He actually didn't answer that question. So now my question, because he was like, what do you think about Tsimikas' form and he's been performing? And what do you think, how are you going to solve that now that, the tension between him and Robo, like Robo will feel like he's taking, his sport or whatever. So he kind of avoided that question. What would you do if you were Klopp, in this position? How are you going to solve this issue? Because like at this moment, Timmy is in his best form and he's performing well, right? And also, how would you, if you choose to play Timmy, if you're Klopp, if you choose to play Timmy now, what are you going to say to Robo? Like, this guy is playing well better than you, so I'm gonna bench you for a while. I don't know, man. So you tell me, if you are Klopp right now, what are you gonna do with our left backs? My last question:
Go for it, brother.
If Klopp is to leave Liverpool right now, let's say he's fed up, he's tired of FSG, he wants to
I don't like where this question is going, bro.
Right? Who are you, like, right now? Who are you going to say? Who is going to replace him right now? And why? I want you to tell me why you think.
Can it be anyone? Why, or does it have to be realistic?
Anyone right now. And outside those are like a part of bigger teams, outside our rivals. Anyone, but not.
So we can't just say Guardiola, because obviously he's at City.
Realistically, let's make it more realistic.
I know already. I actually know. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, those are my three questions there.
Bless you, Dean, bro.
Big up, man, as always, bro.
Sure, man. One love.
Big up, love, man. Bro. Love. Big up. Which one do you want to start with, bro?
First and foremost, good questions from Dean. Adriano and Ben Arfa, can they be in the conversation as to the best?
For talent, yeah, 100%. Adriano had the sweetest strike on him. Oh my day. Oh my!
When he hit it, the commentators. Oh, he hit it and it stayed hit. That's
that's exactly what I was gonna say. It stayed
Adriano
hit, bro. When it goes through the air and it isn't even rotating. Yeah. You know that when they do the slow mo, the ball's actually like that, bro. It's not twisting or nothing. It's just like that, bro. Like,
remember the goal he scored against Greece in the Confederations Cup, and bruv, he's hit it. It started moving. And then at a certain point, it sped up, bruv, while it was midair.
I think I remember
the commentators slowed it down, and they were just like, "How's that happened? How's it stopped and then sped up, bruv?" I never seen anyone clap a ball.
I think Adriano is the perfect example that we do have to remember these people are human.
Yes,
his story is devastating, and it's the true definition of. These men are human, and I know they're footballers and whatnot, and they're public figures and all that. But when you see things like that, you realize just how much they are just human beings. Do you know what I mean? And Ben Arfa was sensational talent-wise. My days.
Yeah.
My days. He was like Neymar.
But I love Ben Arfa. One of my favorite players in the league when he was at Newcastle.
Yeah, he was disgusting. Even in the French league, like I don't know what it was with him. I don't know if it was
attitude. Apparently,
yeah, I did hear that he was a little bit of a maverick.
Yeah, it's a shame. He just needed a proper manager, innit? Unfortunately, he never got one like that.
Well, sometimes you get a proper manager, and it still doesn't help. But I know what you mean.
Look at like Ravel Morrison, for example, and all that.
Yeah, he was under Fergie and a couple other big boys. It didn't even make a difference, did it?
Yeah,
so,
for real.
You know what I mean?
Robbo, Simi, we've touched on, but you play one of them until the other one falls out of form, in my opinion, or you just rotate them and see who comes out on top.
Yeah, and
battle.
I think he avoided it because he doesn't like the question when it comes to versing players who are in his own team.
Yeah,
that's what I feel. Like, I think he knows Simicast is more informed, but he wants Robbo to regain form. That's what I believe, anyway.
Yeah, no, and I agree. All right, Drift. Let's see if we match up. Who's the manager you? I think there's two managers you're going to go for, but I'm going to guess which one you're going to go for.
You're probably going to get it wrong because I've changed my mind. Still.
Okay, so I'm going to guess the other one that I've got in my mind, which is Ten Hag.
No, it's not.
Oh, is it Pochettino?
No, Pochettino's the one I would have gone for.
Okay. It was between those two for me.
I've got a new one now who I want to take over.
Potter.
Mancini.
Serious?
Yeah, bro. The man's a winner. The man's a winner, bro. And after watching how he transformed the national side, and obviously seeing how well he did at club level, Mancini, man.
Interesting, Drew.
I know we would change the way we play, but I think Mancini's also somebody who, would wake FSG up and they wouldn't be able to keep doing their crap, because I think he would be a bit like, come on, man, what's going on? I don't think he'd do a Mourinho or a Conte and like just throw all our laundry out. But I do think he'd be like, what's going on? And like, you know what I mean? And he would kind of like ask them a few questions. But I just like the fact that he just don't take no shit. I like Mancini.
That's a shout, Drift. I'd go with I'd probably go Pochettino. I know he splits opinion, but I think Pochettino would.
Poch is the guy. Poch would be my second choice.
Yeah.
Poch would be my second choice.
And then second choice for me would be Ten Hag from Ajax. Again, a little bit unproven, and you could say he's doing it in a league where there's not as much competition, but from what I've seen in the Champions League as well, he's good, man. He's good.
I'm really, really shocked that Newcastle didn't hold out for Mancini.
Yeah. But again, I think
that would have been the perfect thing for them.
I think they're doing the first step. I think the first manager, Eddie Howe, is that first step. In the same way Man City had Mark Hughes. It's that first manager. Kind of
Mark Hughes was already there, though. Remember?
Yeah, but they could have.
Whereas these lot have hired Eddie, so that's a bit mad.
But they tried Unai though, innit, and weren't successful.
Yeah. I'm just surprised. I really thought they'd just wait to the World Cup, let Mancini do his thing, take Italy to the World Cup, and then Mancini would be available, and then they could get Mancini, because all that money and Mancini already proved it. City.
Yeah.
Mancini's a winner, bro. Inter, Italy, City. Mancini's a beast, bro.
Yeah, he is still.
Like, I was looking at the other day and I was like, he's got to go in the conversation with Conte and Klopp and all that. Like, it's kind of weird no one does.
Yeah,
like, he gets slept on, bro. Man's a G, bro. Like, I'm not going to lie, and he looks good doing it. Man looks suave as hell, bro. I'm telling you, bro. He looks suave as hell doing it, bro. Like, I rate Mancini. Man, and a little bit of a soft spot for him, because he's the only one who ever put arm around Balotelli and just was like, but don't listen to the world.
This is where it comes from.
No, it's not, bro. But there's a little extra respect, bro, because he's the only one who put his arm around Balotelli and was like, bro. And he took Balotelli everywhere he went. It's like, no, bro, I'm going to show you love. I'm going to bring you with me. He's the only one, bro. Everyone else turned their back on Balotelli, apart from Mancini, bro. So I've always got a soft spot for him for that as well, bro.
I bet you do. Cows Metal Army. Have we got you, bro?
What happened? Yeah, I'm right here now. What happened the last time, man? I'm trying to think. Drifty got me out of the stream, you know. Drifty, what's going on with this?
No, bro.
Man.
It wasn't me, bro.
I've got a
My hands are here, bro.
I've got a drifty agenda, man.
I know you have, bro.
Zuberi's got a agenda, and I got a drift agenda, man. And
you've had one for a while, bro. You've had one for a while. I know this.
No, it's not even that, man. You know me. Me and you, we will never see eye to eye on this Origi thing, man. We will never ever see.
I know. And
the funniest thing is Origi. Listen, Drifty, I could stick on you right now. I could just say to you, when was the last time Origi scored a Premier League goal?
And then I'll turn around and say to you, when was the last time he played more than 10 minutes in the Premier League?
Well, I can say that it was last season against Burnley. And what did he do?
He only played 45 minutes, and he hit the crossbar.
No,
when
he didn't. He didn't.
No, he did. He took him. I swear, Klopp took him off at half time.
It was about 60 minutes.
Okay.
Come on. And the last. Okay, I'll answer your question. The last time he scored a Premier League goal. I'll answer your question. The last time he scored a Premier League goal was at the beginning of the season. No, 1920, Norwich, 1920.
No.
Oh yeah. No,
it's not.
No, he scored against Everton actually in that season, didn't he?
No, sorry, he scored against Everton. Yeah, he scored against Everton. Yeah.
No, it wasn't. 1920 scored in the last game of the season against Newcastle in a 3-1 win.
Oh, you see it there? Cal to the rescue. Boom.
Hey, Cal, man, come on. Cal, come on, man. I got the gentleman.
I know, but if I don't get the answer right, then I'm gonna get eaten up as well, bro.
You know, you actually forgot about the Newcastle. I thought it was the Everton game for real.
Oh,
there you go.
Days, man. But listen, on a level though, innit? We have to be real, man. Drifty, Origi's not good enough, man. We just have to call a spade, man. Come on. The guy, how many Premier League teams does he start for? I would say he only starts for Norwich and a few other teams. He doesn't start from that many other teams. Come on, he's just not good enough. And you know, there's one thing that you said in it. You said the guy has no passion or no desire because he won't start. He doesn't have the quality to start. Tsimikas has the quality, plus he has the passion. So when it comes to Tsimikas, you can have a case for him to start. Origi does not have the quality, man. He just doesn't. You know what he is? He's a 6-yard player. When was the last time you saw Origi doing something and like, raw, man can dribble, man can pass. He can't do that. And
you don't even think he can dribble? Okay, fair enough.
He can't dribble. This guy has made a career out of spectacular goals. That's what he's done.
Okay, just quickly. The word you used there was spectacular, right? Okay, cool.
Oh, hey, Cal,
but the word you used was spectacular. You yourself, who don't even rate the man, put the word spectacular in a sentence with Origi. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. I'll rephrase the word. He's
you said it, bro. It's in the universe.
Goal.
You said it, bro. It's already in the universe, bro.
He scored a spectacular goal. That's what he's done, Drifty. Come on.
Bro, listen.
Drifty, are you telling me with a straight face when AFCON comes, you're gonna be happy with Drifty? Or you're gonna be happy with Origi starting? Are you telling me that with a straight face?
Oh, no, but here's the thing. There's always you've always got to put it in context. If Origi's playing at AFCON and Mane and Mo aren't there, the whole team becomes a bit weakened. So it's not just about Origi. So like all jokes aside, you've got to put some context to it. I've always said, and obviously Cal, it's one of the things Cal agrees with me on. Origi's always got to play with the kids. He's always got to play in a rotated team. When have we ever had a time where Origi's been allowed to have 4 or 5 games in a row and he's playing with Mane and Mo and he's actually in the first team? Do you get what I mean? That will never happen. So there's no point talking about it. But if it did happen, there would be a way for Origi to then either prove me right or wrong. But we're never going to get a chance for that to happen, are we?
Dare I say, Drift, don't you think he has to prove that he needs a chance in training and he doesn't do it? And you can just tell he's just not good enough to start. Like,
no, but apparently he's very good. Apparently he's very good in training, bro. Like all jokes aside, like even reporters and people say that he is good in training. But as we're seeing with Robbo now, Klopp does have his favourites. And I'm not even saying there's anything wrong with having your favourites if they're the best left back in the world, for example. I get it. But Tsimikas has proved he should be playing, bro, but he's still been playing Robbo. So, I mean, when you think about how much he loves Firmino and how well Jota's done since he came in, like the chances of Origi starting in the league, even if he's playing well in training, are probably slim regardless. Do you know what I mean? Like, we just got to be honest, bro.
We know who Klopp is, man. We know who Klopp is. First, we know he has his favourites. Yes, I agree with you on that one. But if you do well in training, you do get starts. It has been shown in his career, when you do well in training, he will give you a start. Maybe he wouldn't start you in front of some of his favourites, but why does Curtis Jones get the starts? Why did Trent Alexander-Arnold get his start in 2016, 2017? It's because they show it in training. You can't just...
Firmino's one of his biggest favourites, though, bro. That's the problem. Firmino is one of his biggest favourites.
But then Jota didn't Jota bench him last season, though?
Yeah, no, he did, and that's what I'm saying. Jota did well. Jota came in and he proved himself to be valuable and fair dues.
Now, Drifty, I'm gonna bring it back. What's the difference between Jota and Origi? Jota has the quality, Origi doesn't.
I believe Jota's a better player than Origi. I don't think he's a better goal scorer, but I think he's a better player. So I agree with that. Everyone knows how much I love Jota. No. Origi's a better finisher.
He's
Jota's a better player.
He's not.
Listen, Origi's the best finisher at the club. I'm not going to stop saying
what?
it. I'm not going to stop saying it. He's the best finisher at the club. It is what it is.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave this Origi thing because I can just see Kall-in sitting in the corner. He doesn't want to get involved in this one. I could just.
You know I'm gonna ride for Origi till the walls fall off. So it is what it is. But I'm not even saying it blindly. Origi's the best finisher at the club.
fair enough. Fair dues. I still think he's probably top 5, but I think he's 5th in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. What's it called? Right now, I just want to quickly say something. I haven't talked about this guy enough. He's in my name. Me and Kal ride out for this guy every single fucking day. It's time for the Pedro Neto talk. This guy, I don't care what anybody tells me. He's the best under 21 footballer in world football. I do not care what anybody tells me. He's the best under 21 player in world football. This guy is so clear of Saka. He's clear of Foden. He's clear of every single player in the Premier League. The problem is
hold on. You said Foden. He's not clear of Foden.
He's better than Foden. He's better than Foden.
I think he's better, but he's not clear. He's not clear.
Okay. If he'd
been playing for the last year, he might be.
Not clear.
He is
not clear.
All right, no. When you say clear, I think clear would represent if there was an argument, nobody would go with Foden. I think that's when you can say clear. Like if there's 10 people that all went, who's better, Neto or Foden? If all 10 say Neto, then he's clear. Do you get what I mean, Cal? And I do think most people would say Neto over Foden. I do.
Wow. No. They wouldn't. Trust me. I've
if you ask non-English people, then.
mate. I went on Twitter once and I just said Neto's better than Foden, and I got banned out of a Twitter space. So trust me, don't want to be saying that to some people, man. No, they are just absolutely harsh with it.
He's not fit though. There's no time scale on when he's going to come back. Even there was a report. Is it? Apparently
there is, because he what's it called? He went to Portugal to get I think one of their doctors got sent out there, and then they said that his rehab got pushed back another few months. So I think he'll be back by February. That's what they said. But I'm hopeful, man. This guy, we need him back on the pitch, man. He's such a good player. I've been following this guy since 2019, man. Do you know how much of a wavy baller this guy is, man?
Put it this way, yeah? Everybody. If he starts back in February and he has a good February to the end of the season, then I want him.
I'm worried, guys, though. I don't mean to throw a spanner in the works, but when you miss that much football with an injury of that magnitude. Please. No, I know, bro. No, I'm just trying to be a little bit realistic, bro. It's going to be a minute before he might even get half the form back that he had, bro.
I'm a little worried.
He's been out for a long time, bro.
Drifty, the way you back Origi, I back this guy times 100. So
yeah, no, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that.
Now, listen. This is for me. This is my opinion. I think Pedro Neto is the best winger in the Premier League when it comes to taking on their fullbacks 1-on-1. He skins any left back or right back in the league. He makes them look like pardon my language. He makes them look like bitches, man. Let's get this real. He made Pereira his bitch last year. Let's get that in. He made Wan-Bissaka. Bro, he makes anybody look like children, man. And people still tell me Rafinha's better than Neto. Rafinha has no attributes that are better than Neto. Let's get that in there as well. Not a single attribute.
Oh, it's getting interesting. It's getting interesting.
Let's break it down. I think Rafinha's got a better long-range shot.
Nope. I can't take that. I'm sorry. I can't hold that. I'm not holding it. Because I tell you what, Neto is a better dribbler than him. That's fact. I'm not even listening to anything. He's a better passer. He's a better crosser. He's a better free kick taker. Have you seen Neto's free kick taking?
I have. I'm still going to go Rafinha there, though.
Okay, he's more versatile.
I've never seen either of them take a free kick.
He's more versatile. He plays on the left. He can play on the right. He can play as a cam. He can play as an 8. Come on.
Raf can as well. Rafinha can as well.
Not as 8,
I think Neto's better than Rafinha, but Rafinha's
by far, in my opinion.
Not
now. Listen. You know the problem with Rafinha is, yeah, I like him, but I just don't rate him as so many people do. He's a wavy baller, I can't lie, but I think I would take some players over him, to be honest. I can't even lie. I'll take Jared Bowen over him. I think Jared Bowen's a little bit of a better player than him. No, that's not disrespect Rafinha. That's for me to take Jared Bowen.
No, I rate Bowen. Drift and Matt, no, I rate Bowen high, but not over Rafinha.
Already. And listen, guys, I got a quick question, 2 questions, and then let me just carry on with this Neto for 1 second. One question is, this is an unpopular opinion. Nobody's
gonna have to let you go in a sec, though.
Yeah, I can't. Unpopular opinion: Trent Alexander-Arnold is the best talent in world football. None of this Erling Haaland talk. None of this Kylian Mbappe talk. Trent is the best talent in world football by far. Not even close. Everybody talks about Erling Haaland because he's a striker. Mate, do it in the Champions League semi-final and final, big man. Shut your mouth and sit down. Trent Alexander-Arnold is the best. He's the best by far. By far, mate.
Interesting.
He's 22-year-old and he's the best player in his position. Erling Haaland is not the best player in his position. Kylian Mbappe is nowhere near the best player in his position. Trent is, and he's been doing it for years. Why is it that attackers are the people that are more respected? Why can't it be a fullback that's...
Because goals are glory, bro.
It's about
but
glory.
he gets to have
goals are glory, bro.
To be honest, what you're saying though isn't far from the truth. Like, he is the best
How
in
many
his
assists
position.
does the guy get? By far.
It breaks records.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Just before I go, Pedro Neto, we need him at Liverpool, man. FSG, if you listen to me, John Henry, get the fucking checkbook out. Pay the brother that money, man. We need this brother. Can you imagine Salah and Neto on the right with Jota and flipping, what's it called them, and Mane on the left, and then bring in Vlahovic and Firmino, bro. That's dirt, man. Bring out the Vaseline, bro. You know what I mean? The creams are coming out, big man.
I was gonna say, if we ever actually do something now, then let man know your address, bro. Man will send you some of them Kopish boxer shorts we've got coming, bro, because you're gonna need a change of underwear. I don't know.
Actually, I'm gonna need to change some bare one store.
One of the guys Primark are just getting a couple extra packs because they're just gonna be waste throwaways, man. He's gonna be dashing them in the bin.
I'm probably have to go to Waitrose, man. You know what I mean? Get them massive flares on, big man.
No, big up, though, but we'll chop up that Trent stuff now, though, bro.
Yeah, man, big up.
Big up as always, bro. Big up. You know what? That's an interesting point, you know, Cal.
It is. Remember, I keep on saying, I don't think Ballon d'Or, I think it should be per position. Someone should be said they're the best rather than, because it's always going to be a goal scorer. You're right, Drift. It's the glory, in it? But
the glory.
Being a centre back, like we saw it with Virgil. Virgil wasn't allowed to make any mistakes for a calendar year and still couldn't win it. Messi probably missed penalties in that time, probably missed one-on-ones, probably made wrong passes sometimes. Still got it. A goalkeeper can make no mistakes for a month, make one mistake, and that's highlighted. The striker can miss a one-on-one every week, score 3 goals in a month, and still be spoken about in good fashion. It's a tough world.
No, it's real. And I think the number one thing, and we've touched on this before, because I remember I said it one time, was talking about Trent before. We act like Trent is like some old head, where nobody ever talks about his age. Kai was 19 when he took that corner against Barcelona.
I know.
Bro, he was 19, Cal, when he took that corner against Barcelona. This is a joke. We're just acting like it's okay that he's that young and that good. But he doesn't know how to lose. Last season must have been the toughest thing Trent has ever experienced in football. Yeah. Because since he came in, I tell you, like, we lost the Madrid final. But
it's
like
been finals and
yeah, like finals and title runs, and like the man don't know mediocrity. Like, he must have conversation with certain men from like the Arsenal squad and that in England, and he'd be like, "You do what? What happened? Oh shit! Is that what it's like in mid-table? Yeah. My lord." Do you get what I'm saying? Like, but the brother don't know nothing, bro. Man was 18 playing at fullback against Sane, one of the best talents in world football, in the Champions League quarter-final. Ronaldo in the final. Him and Lovren together put him in their pocket, bro. Like, this is real shit, bro. Since he was 18, this kid just got thrown in the deep end, and he's just been balling out ever since. And you know what they say? He can't defend, which A, is bullshit. And B, if you're that good at attacking, why are we talking about defending?
Yeah.
If Trent was Brazilian, people will be saying he should be going for 200 million to Real Madrid. But because he's just a young Scouse kid who just scouses up the place every single week and just deals with the matter, deals with it proper, no one wants to say shit.
He got 2 assists against Atletico as well, innit?
Bruv. And did you see the quality of them, bruv? They slowed it down. I came home and I watched it afterwards.
The first one was a madness.
Bruv, he looked twice, bro. He didn't even know if Hendo was going to pass the ball to him, but he was already looking where the target was, bruv. As soon as the ball came to him, he had one more quick look. Knew on the money, bruv. Yeah. Pinpoint accuracy, bruv. He's Kevin De Bruyne playing at right back, and people say Kevin De Bruyne is the best right back in the world. I'll go one further, bro. I'll tell you, he's actually better than Kevin De Bruyne. And I'll say it right now as I stand on a Friday. For me, Trent Alexander is better than Kevin De Bruyne.
All right, I'm not going to get into that.
But I'm saying it with chest, wholeheartedly. Bruv, he's better than Kevin De Bruyne. I haven't seen passing like it. I haven't seen passing like it, bro. Man does his left foot, right foot, does what he wants when he wants, bro. And yeah, he has some off games, but we're talking about a kid. What other 18, 19, 20-year-old at that position was doing that? They say you have to learn how to be a defender and you don't really come into your own until you're like 25, 26, which is generally true, to be fair. Yeah. This kid's been doing it since the age of 18 years old. Come on, man, talk to me. Talk to me.
It's different.
Talk to me, man. It's fucking Trent Alexander's world and we live in it. And everybody wants to talk shit and do this and do that. Man, fuck the haters, man. Trent Alexander is it. So I'm not going to go as far as to say he's the best player in the world and all that, but
he's a generational talent.
Neto makes a great point, man. Like, if you think about what he's doing, his age and all that, it's a joke. It's actually a joke. Right. We take it for granted now. We take it for granted now. Let's be real.
The whole league does. The whole league does.
We take it for granted, bro, and he's only 22. It's a joke, bruv.
Ridiculous.
Bruv, is there an argument right now at his age to say he's actually matching Gerrard in terms of being coming through the academy best player Liverpool's ever had? He's got another 8-9 years left where he's got to have that career left. But at this stage, he's matching it, Cal. You go back and look at a 22-year-old Gerrard, and you look at a 22-year-old Trent, bro. But it's no joke, you know.
I know Gerrard was still doing a madness as well. Still.
I know, but was he doing a madness to the level that Trent is at 18, 19, 20, 21? That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. And I bring Gerrard into the conversation to try and get people who are sleeping to wake up on just how good Trent Alexander actually is. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear that. LFC Aaron says Reece James couldn't do what Trent does in the back four. Needs to play 5, does Reece. True. I do rate Reece James, but he can't do what Trent does in the back four. Can't do it. There's levels to it. Himanshu, your super chat didn't come through, so just send us the message again. We'll get that read out, bro. Curtis, Omo, Babatunde. You're on mute, bro. Curtis.
You there, bro?
All right, gotta bring another caller. Hopefully.
It's almost like an embarrassment,
Sammy.
especially right now. There's some amazing talent up there.
Yeah, you gotta mute your background, bro.
Yeah, we don't want to be getting hit with no copyright strikes, bro.
You there, bro?
Kall-in,
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Yeah. Everything all good?
Yeah, not too bad, bro. How are you?
All right, yeah, cool. Yeah, 3 questions I wanted to ask is
go for it.
You think the Ballon d'Or if they should change it to season instead of like calendar year now? Cause I think it kind of unfair to Messi that he didn't start this season so good now, and he had a great season last season. So if I think they should get it out like every summer, like if it's about tournament like after the tournament to like balance it out now. Can you find it unfair like if you're getting it out like calendar year and somebody start the other season poor, like Messi, or if Lewandowski did start the season poor? And second question is if you think like 3 English teams could like make the semis this year, because other than probably Bayern Munich, maybe PSG if they get a new coach could really like, if the English teams will dominate this year, and I could see like 3 English teams in the semis. And the third question is, what's the best piece of football commentary you ever heard? Like, for me, is Peter Drury when Roma do the comeback against Barcelona.
Yeah, that was legendary still. That was legendary.
Yeah.
And I know you like your commentating as well still. I know you like your commentating as well, bro.
Yeah.
I know you do still.
Yeah.
Yeah, we chop that up now, though, bro. We chop that up now, bro. Big up as well, man.
Yeah, Sam.
Nice one, bro.
Big up, bro. Big up. Yeah, big up Sammy every time, man.
Yes, indeed. I fully agree. We've spoken about this with changing the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
It's got to be after a season, man.
It's so stupid. It doesn't even make sense, bro.
It doesn't.
It doesn't make sense, bro. If you want to do it by the calendar year, then the football should be run by the calendar year.
Exactly.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. How can you have half of one season and half of another season as part of your judgment? It's weird. It's another weird UEFA rule. It doesn't matter. I don't get it, bro. I
No
don't
one
get
does.
it. I don't get it.
Can 3 English teams make the semis this season?
Big possibility.
I think they can. I think if we go through though, I think one of us and City and Chelsea will end up playing each other in the quarters.
They'll probably do it on purpose just to stop it.
I reckon we'll hit each other in the quarters, and then one of us will go through to the semis, or 2 of us will go to the semis. I don't think all 3 of us will end up in the semis.
And I hate the fact that both of the teams that are in there, that are likely to be the winners, are teams that we seem to get quite a bit in the Champions League. I hate that. So especially Chelsea, man. Fucking hell.
Best commentary for me, probably hello, here we go.
Oh, okay. Was that Peter Drury, innit?
I can't remember.
Was that Drury?
Might have been. Yeah. 2005.
No, that wasn't Drury. That was
I can't remember who it was.
What's his name? That does the ITV, innit? Or used to do the ITV commentary.
Was it Clive Tilsley? Was it
maybe? I'm trying to remember. People in the comments will know. No, for me, you know what? I know we don't really talk about him anymore, but for me, it's got to be Andy Gray, Gerrard Olympiacos.
Oh yes. You know what?
That's the best commentating moment in history. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Miente.
Yeah.
But I get goosebumps even if I watch the clip on YouTube, bro.
No,
what the hit, son? I know my Scottish ain't that good. That's got to be the best.
That for me, I forgot about. I don't know how I forgot about it, but yeah, that's.
How did you forget about that, bro? That's a Stevie G.
I know. I used another Stevie G one in it, to be fair.
Clive Tilsley. Yeah, people are saying it was Tilsley. Yeah, with the hello.
Yeah,
no, I'm not gonna lie. That was big. That was big. That was big. Like you can't beat that moment. You can't beat that moment from Andy Gray when Gerrard scored that goal against Olympiacos. That's legendary, man.
I hear that. Himanshu says João Felix is 100% better player than Neto.
Ooh.
I think he looks prettier on the ball. I think Neto's more effective though. João Felix is sick though. If you give me João Felix, I'm not complaining. Put it that way.
I think the common denominator right there is that's Portugal's future, which is crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Not to mention Jota's only a year or 2 older than them 2 as well.
Yeah.
Portugal are in good hands. And Andre Silva.
The sooner they stop playing Cristiano and actually create a team, the better.
For real. Mrs. There I Say It Drift says, for Trent and Harvey and Divock, I'm dying on the hill.
I hear you, bro. I hear you.
LFC Aaron says, you guys smashed it on the Don Robbie watch along. So entertaining. I love Robbie, but he's so jealous of Liverpool.
Nah, he was just bandering us. We're
trying to get Robbie on the side though. We know he doesn't need that sort of drama in his life with Arsenal. just bring him over to our side now, innit? Jamrock says, I would take Eric Ten Hag after Klopp leaves. I would as well.
I'd be a little bit worried that he's properly built into the culture of the Ajax way, that it might be hard for him to see another way, if that makes sense.
I'm willing to take the risk with him.
You saw what happened when the ball went Palace. I know they don't have the facilities, but like it doesn't look like it's easy to translate that Dutch way of playing into Premier League style. Do you know what I mean? It could be a bit tricky for him still, but he's a great coach. Yeah.
Cool. Well, Drift. That's all of our callers, bro.
Yeah, man. Good show, man.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of Ajax quickly, a couple of people put me onto Anthony. So I was kind of looking at him a little bit. Hey, bruv, he looks a bit naughty still. I'm not gonna lie, bruv. He looks a bit naughty, bruv. I was watching him. I was like, hello. He looks all right, bruv. I can't even front, but maybe we have to start looking in a little.
Here's the thing with Ten Hag as well, because people broke it down. If you look at people who have left Ten Hag since he's been there, have they been the same?
I mean, Ollie Tax isn't fair on Van der Beek, though. That's a bit mad, isn't it?
Ziyech ain't looked like the same player.
That's true. I think it was kind of obvious Ziyech might not adapt to Chelsea. I think he went to the wrong team, if I'm being honest. Even when that move happened, I thought, but Ziyech needs to be in a team that play ball. Chelsea don't play ball. It's a bit weird that he went there.
Sorry,
you know what I mean? Man City, Ziyech would have balled out of City, you know?
Yeah. Sorry, Ash, I missed your super chat. Apologies if that didn't come through. Yafu says, welcome to Manchester. Anthony Marshall for Martin Tyler. Yeah, when it comes to Man United, Martin Tyler's the guru for the commentary.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, idiot.
The lit, that's the truth. Chris makes a good point. The lit hasn't looked as good at Juve as he did at. That's a point still. But again, I feel like it could come down to that whole thing where when you grow up in the Ajax team and you come through that academy, which I'm guessing most of I don't know if Ziyech came through the academy, but obviously he adopted to the way of playing. But we know Van der Beek and De Ligt and them, and they came through the academy, and you learn a way of playing that is so like kind of like.
But Frankie de Jong's gone on to another level.
But you have an argument to say that he still isn't replicating as good as he was at Ajax.
That's because there's poo all around him, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, there's still saying I don't know. It's like there's something about when you play that way.
Davison Sanchez, another one, doesn't look as good as when he was at Ajax.
I mean, again, I don't know if he came through the academy though. Did he come through the academy? I know he adopted the way of playing though, so I get your point. But I don't think Sanchez came through the academy, did he? But I get what you mean. It's like Ziyech. I'm sure he was still there for like, and he adopted to the work. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, it's so unique how they play ball. But Barcelona is probably the only team you can go where it's kind of similar.
That's the worry I have for when Klopp leaves as well, because I do think some of these players are playing beyond their potentially at the moment because of Klopp.
Yeah. I'm not even going to ask you who, because then it might get.
No, I'm not going to answer that online. No.
Put you on the spot.
I'll be honest, bruv. I'll be honest. I don't even answer that question when it's just me and myself and my thoughts in the shower, bruv. It's not a reality I would have faced, bruv. I'm not going to lie. It's not reality.
But like, so when Klopp goes, like, really, what's it going to be? Yeah, shut your mouth, bro. You talk about shut your mouth, man. Wash your armpit, wash your balls, and get the fuck out of the shower, bro.
I don't want to imagine what about Klopp. I don't
want to think about life after Klopp. Fuck that.
Please, people, smash the like button if you haven't already. We will be back on Sunday for a watch along, and then obviously straight after the game as well. Check us out on social media. Make sure you check out FansBet, our sponsor, as well. Click the link in the description on YouTube. Make sure you check them out and sign up with them as well. Make sure to play the chance to win £50,000. I'm going to be doing that. Free to play, nothing to lose, literally. So I'll be doing that. No, that's not true. No, I need to clear this up from now. That's not true, by the way. I've never said that.
Man's worried about Firmino, yeah. It's like, I forget the rest of them, but it's just Bobby I'm worried about.
Shout out to Chris. I'll be seeing Chris on the day trippers at 10 anyway, so make sure
he's like, Cal was like, no, forget the rest of the squad. This is Firmino. That's the only one I'm worried about. I don't give a damn about any of them other guys.
Trust me, but no, always a pleasure. People, until next time, thank you for joining. Stay safe, stay blessed with Kopish, and we're out, people. Take care.
Peace.